We'll do it live. Fuck it, we'll do it live. Because Ratchet TV's live, and I wanted to hop over there. So we might as well. They're getting into a good conversation. So how about a musical interlude to pump us up, and then we'll hop over there. Much love, y'all. No one's even here yet. All right, let's get into it because they're getting into it. And listen, I've talked to this girl before. I'm pretty sure a couple times on the interwebs, and she was talking about how helicopters were at her house recently and all this shit. Sounded like how I could sound sometimes. Not lately though. I've been more chill. Don't even care. Don't even pay attention to them. But yeah. So just listen to this. This is crazy right here. She's says talking about how the moon shit's a hoax, and then she gets booted.
We can't say anything.
It's like a Spanish thing.
Go ahead, Caroline.
It's a Spanish thing. I don't know how to say it in English, but it says, se van a decir, then they're going to contradecir. That means that they're going to say it, but then they're going to deny it at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
It's because they don't want people to know. Like, if you're really woke, if you're really up to game, you're going to know. If you're sleeping, they're going to be like, oh, they're just playing with us.
We got to get rid of this woke word, by the way.
Like, that's what they do. But they know they've had the technology already, played with the technology. They what do you think is, as you don't think that they know about all those aliens and about that stuff? You don't think they have? They've been knew that for like thousands, like not even for like maybe in the 1960s. They've been saying they knew this for a long time. They're gonna lie to you. We never went to the moon. First of all, we never did. I don't care if you guys tell me.
No, I believe.
Bam, booted.
Oh, she said it when they looking at it, man.
Yeah. I was agreeing.
Hey, I mean, y'all gotta pay. That's what I'm telling people. I know people want to troll and be funny in the chat, but pay attention to the message, y'all.
It's weird to me because let's just say if you go and see how we doing, how we speaking of this, right? Mm-hmm. Like you go to Facebook or Instagram, and now you just scrolling up and down. All of a sudden, it's something about the planet. It's something about UFO. It's constantly coming out of nowhere. It just constant. Every feed is almost about UFO.
Yeah.
And that's why they're trying to make a portal to get there.
I think also it could be beings underground as well.
Yep. The portals.
But you know that CERN is what 90? How many ever meters underground? And they way far underground.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. But I also heard in the 1930s they had technology that's beyond, like cell phones, that was beyond what we have now. So how do we get that technology? And it's been the 1930s.
It's a fake.
I also do believe, like I said earlier, we never been out this planet, right? We don't know what's in space. I do believe the planets that they're telling us, I do believe it's 10 times more out there that's close to
God. It doesn't mean that you're God, but he said you align with God and you believe what he did. He sent his only son to die for our sins. So we can argue.
Hold on one second. Hold on. Ebo, go ahead. I see Ebo back there.
Hey, what's going on, y'all?
What's going on, Ebo?
Okay. I just want to say, I want to say two things real quick. I kind of lost my trail for a second. Okay. One thing was, it was the, okay, y'all was talking about the Earth, right? And so I was thinking the other day, listening to I was listening yesterday. If you read the definition, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's all I want to say. You know what I'm saying? And also, I got the definition of what the 144,000 is. If y'all ever want to hear it, but y'all keep on going where y'all going right now.
Oh yeah, that number is very interesting, brother. 144,000, yes, sir.
Oh yeah,
yes, sir.
Yeah. It's interesting, but it's simple. It's real quick. It's the 144,000 are just the they're all male. They're all male. They're all virgins. They're the first ones that was taken up before the testing came. Before when the rapture came, everybody's gonna be tested. There's gonna be more people going to heaven, but they gotta be tested first. That's all.
Exactly.
I'm done.
Salute, Ebo.
All right, y'all.
Yes, sir.
What's up, Super Saiyan? Did you get your shit off?
Oh no. Okay, so basically, I just wanted to say a few things. What the brother earlier was just saying. Yeah. So gravity isn't real. If the world was spinning thousands of miles around the sun, and you know what I'm saying, as fast as they say it is, we will all feel that, first of all. And any minor discrepancies, we will all fly off the earth, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? So gravity doesn't even exist. It's all part of their theories and stuff that they want to deceive everybody to think. You know what I'm saying? And it goes along with all the things that NASA is trying to push to the public. So basically, that's one thing. We're on a flat plane surface. And when you're talking about all the ice walls and locations that they don't want you to go to, they don't want you to discover those locations because they're hidden locations. Because you got to understand, the locations would pretty much prove that the Bible is real. And there's a Garden of Eden, and it's somewhere on earth, and it's still here on earth. That didn't go nowhere. You feel me? So that's still here. And then you got to understand, in Revelation, it speaks of the mountain that is going to be moved, and the demon Abaddon, who has the key to the underworld, to the bottomless pit, and he's going to open up the bottomless pit and release locusts out on the earth. So you got to understand, that's also a location on earth as well.
It's like, why do you think they came out with Stranger Things? Why do you think they came out with all this shit when they did? You know what I mean? The Upside Down. What do you think the timing's about? Perfectly timed. Again, the Project Montauk, we could get into that at another time. We've gone over it before. There's some psyop elements to it that's seemingly, but anyway, let's continue.
So
I'm gonna hop up over there if I don't wait too long listening, fucking being behind on the stream.
they're trying to hide all these locations. That very well may be where like Area 51 and stuff is. And then you got to think the ice, the Antarctica and all the ice caps and stuff around Earth, they are also locations that harbor demons, which is why they go to these locations and communicate with demonic entities there. So you got to understand, all of these locations are real. And if they let the mass public go to it, we would just find out that the Bible's real and that it proves the location in the Bible are real. So they're just trying to hide the fact that the ancient scriptures, the biblical texts, are the real texts. They want people to just look into the Dead Sea Scrolls, all these other ancient texts.
Well, I don't know if you're aware, Mr. Tribe, but apparently Mr. Peter Higgs, professor who supposedly founded the Higgs boson, the so-called God's particles, supposedly died on Eclipse Day. Go figure, right after they supposedly fired up CERN. So go figure. It was also Crowley. It was also the 120th anniversary of supposedly of Crowley summoning Aiwass, the Aiwass entity. They get huge grants for finding invisible particles. Yeah, employ very smart scientists. Well, anyway, you should hop up over there. I'm gonna try to catch up so I can hop on the panel.
And think that that's what the truth is, but really it's not. The Bible is our geographical history and Israelite history book. So you got to understand, they're trying to hide from the fact that all
It's not just a book that was written. You know,
I just don't want to get into. I don't want to get into racism.
Right.
I don't want to do that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, basically, it's just nationality.
when
Bingo.
you know what I'm saying, the Avengers,
The
and stuff like
X-Men.
that. Yeah, X-Men, all that stuff is real. They put a little bit of truth in the movie. So they put like a little bit of truth with a mix in of lies. So when you're watching all these movies, you got to look
Oh damn! I fucking waited too long, yo. Unreal.
at it with a grain of salt and take the real meat and potatoes out of it. So
And
basically,
the lies, the whitewash, because that's our
yeah,
story.
yeah, found out already. Whether it's Donald Trump, which we believe is Donald Trump, because you got to think, you do also have to look at little shows like The Simpsons and stuff like that, which predicts new events that's about to happen. You see what I'm trying to say? So because the reason how they know and can predict these events that are about to happen is because they're in control. They're in cahoots with the Illuminati and the Freemasons, who are in control of all these events about to happen. So obviously they know exactly the next events that are going to happen. You see what I'm trying to say? So when you look at stuff like that and it says, okay, Donald Trump will be in office, and then, you know what I'm saying, something might happen to him, and then a female might come into office. You see what I'm saying? Like, you got to look at stuff like that and say, maybe they know what's going to happen next. So let's just go along with that plan. You see what I mean?
I get exactly what you're saying, man. I'm gonna get ready to close it out.
Yeah.
We can finish this up tomorrow. I got a part 2 about this tomorrow. I got a whole bunch more that I didn't even cover tonight. But I appreciate you
Yeah.
for pulling up, brother.
Hey, I appreciate you for letting me have a platform to speak and spread this truth for real. And I love what you're doing, man. I appreciate it, and I congratulate you. You feel me? And salute to you, bro.
Salute. I'll see you tomorrow. All right, salute to you. Yeah, I don't want to go overboard and you know, I feel like some people get lost in the message. I feel like not him. I'm talking about certain people. You know, you can't just come up here and just say whatever you think off the top of your head. And one thing about me, I don't have a racist bone in my body. I don't look at people and see a race. I don't look
Yeah, well, I hopped on that panel the other day, and it was a good conversation. And I've been talking to him on IG, and yeah, I just got to set something up. I waited too long. I had some shit going on and stuff. So, anyway,
at people and see sexuality. I don't look at people and judge
I got some videos to check out anyway.
anybody. I'm not the person that's gonna judge you or needs to pass any judgment on anybody. I don't give a damn what you do for a living. I don't care who you sleeping next to. I don't care who you slip.
He was going over some interesting shit here. Though.
Okay, we gotta get in the car. Probably not the best time to be driving, but we're only going 2 blocks away. Pray for me, guys. Like a freaking wet rat over here. It's terrible.
This ever since that was going. Believe you. I believe you, Binky. But let's talk about this, Binky. Let's chop it up about this, Binky. Now look at this. I want everybody to watch this. Look at this. Oh, hold on. Let me turn this on. This. What in the hell is this? What the hell is that, y'all? And that's my TikTok, by the way. Go subscribe to my TikTok as well. Go subscribe to my TikTok, D Ratchet TV, just like my Instagram. Look at that shit. Now, what is this, y'all? What do you call this? Can anybody tell me what this is? Can anybody in the building tell me what the hell this is? Anybody? Salute, y'all. Salute. Get the likes up as you come into the building. Get the likes up as you come into the building. Cherry says a portal. Binky says a portal. I see Incognito says a portal. A UFO, Original American says. Real Vibe says it's weird. The Ring, Lisa Smith says. Miss Chin Media says Portal. Light Show Godson says. Circle of Life Miss Monroe says. Portal Cookie Dot says. Looks like it's been lit with a match and often burning.
Possibly doctored footage optics. I mean, we're living in the age of, come on, you know what I mean? Are we just gonna not say that's on the table
See
here?
that, Taz? CERN said Kendrick. I mean, I don't know what the hell this is, man.
Reminds me of The Ring, though.
But allegedly, someone says they might have witnessed a damn portal. I don't know, y'all. Y'all tell me what this is. What the hell did CERN do, bro? What does CERN got going on, man? This look like some X-Files shit. Salute to Texas, Alabama for that 5-piece. Salute to Yolanda Harshaw for that 2-piece. She said we had a heat advisory in LR, AR, but no heat. I think there's Arkansas. Salute to you. I appreciate you for that 2-piece. Man, it's a lot of shit going on. I'm gonna play this a couple more times, and we just gotta chop it up. Let me just turn this off. We can just look at this shit, and I'll just chop it up. But as you see right here, man, they are playing with our minds. They are playing with our everything. I think they're playing with our existence at this point, man. I see stuff like this, and I get freaked out. Like, man, hold on, thug. I ain't never seen nothing in the sky look like that. I don't know what the hell we are. I don't know what type of times we are in, bro. I don't know. I don't know what times other shit going on. Hold on, let me show y'all this. Let's get to this.
Lines down everywhere. I'm talking from where whatever this highway is meets close to 33 down by Indian Lake, where the real weird stop sign hits. It's not good. Like, there's mobile home park was destroyed. There's literally trees, pontoons, you name it. I've seen all kinds of stuff. I mean, it's straight out like that stuff out of Twister. The one lady's house, I go to kick the door down in to check on her because they were worried that an older lady was there. I go in the house, man. Luckily, she wasn't there, but her whole house is demolished. Wedding pictures, graduation stuff, all this stuff's down. Like, this is outside my girlfriend's place. You really can't see a lot, but it's not good. Literally,
Man.
My fiance's car, threw it up against the deck. Tree.
Man, y'all. Like I said, this weather and something going on with portals and all types of weird stuff. I don't know what the fuck is going on in this world, man. I don't know, man. I cannot call it, but I just know everybody is starting to experience some very odd and sinister stuff. And it's like, remember I told y'all it's gonna start with the weather. I told y'all this. I said, man, it's gonna start. The weather is gonna get real crazy everywhere. It's not just gonna be here. But and then I said, people are gonna start to get sick. Remember I told you? I said people are gonna start to get sick or whatever. Let's listen, y'all. Let's listen.
I don't know about y'all, but I am starting to see things unfold. I really wasn't a conspiracy theorist surrounding this eclipse. I didn't think that anything would really happen, but I am seeing hundreds of comments of people that got a headache.
Okay. Remember, I even got a headache that day as soon as it happened. I told y'all, as soon as I looked up into the sun, I got a headache. And I'm talking about like minutes after I looked up into that sun, I just started feeling weird as hell. But are we in a psyop? Someone said. Remember I asked y'all, was it yesterday or the day before? I can't remember. I asked y'all, were we living in a simulation? Yeah, sometimes you gotta think about it. I don't know, fam. It's something. I don't know, man. They don't want us talking like this. All right, they say Ratchet started fun to go in on this. Going on what? They said, I had headaches yesterday. Okay, do me a favor. If you have had a headache, drop the gems. If you have,
how about if you? Yeah, I guess just do what he said. That doesn't make sense though. If you've had a headache, drop a gem. Why wouldn't you put a thumbs down for the headache, and then a gem for not? He's got it backwards. But anyway, drop a thumbs down if you got a headache. I guess drop a thumbs up if you're good.
Have not experienced anything, throw the thumbs down. Drop a gem in the chat right now if you have experienced any type of sickness or a headache ever since the eclipse. Throw the thumbs down if you just chilling. You ain't had nothing happen to you. So either a gem or a thumbs down. Y'all let me know in the chat right now. Have you either had a headache or have you experienced any type of sickness ever since this eclipse happened, or have you just been perfectly fine? Let me know in the chat right now.
Now, I have headaches chronically anyways, okay? So that's not new to me. But this day, I had the worst headache I've had all year long. I can tell you that.
And to the people that are saying no, if you got the thumbs down, also throw some eyeballs with it if you didn't even go out the house. If you just stayed in the house, drop the thumbs down, man. Just let me know. Just keep the thumbs down if you went outside and it's just you ain't have nothing. But if you did not go outside that day, drop the thumbs down with the eyeballs so we know that you stayed in the house and we know you ain't got nothing going on with you because you didn't go outside.
And I also didn't go outside, meaning that I didn't breathe whatever they could have put in the air to give us all a mass headache. Now,
it ain't even about what they put in the air to give people. They didn't put nothing in the air to give people headaches. They put stuff in the air allegedly to get another whoop-de-whoop going on like they did a couple years ago. Allegedly. I gotta speak in code. For the people that got the headaches, where even if you were looking at the sun on screen, even if you were just looking at the sun on screen, you got a headache.
I know there were some people who didn't have any effects and you guys were all extra energized, but from the vast majority of us got sick and had a headache. And I didn't get exposed outside at all. I stayed in for the entire day. Also, let me just say, I have yet to see one single picture of the moon anywhere.
Has anybody seen the moon? Has anybody seen the moon? Let me know in the chat. Has anybody seen the moon lately? Where's the moon? I don't know. I'm just saying. I don't know, man. I don't be moonwalking at night. I don't know. Y'all tell me, has the moon been out? Y'all been seeing the moon?
No, I have not seen the moon.
And knowing that Peter Higgs died on April 8th, you can't convince me that's the moon and that.
Seriously though, I haven't seen the moon. I don't know what's going on. I might have seen like a chip of it, but the first few days I did not see the moon. The first couple days there was no moon, and I was looking for it after the eclipse. So I don't know. It was very strange, very fucking bizarre. I tend to almost think possibly that it's not a coincidence that it was 120th anniversary of Crowley summoning Ayahuasca, and that on that day, the fact that CERN was also supposedly active, and the fact that it was only a 133-hour walk from the Fermi Lab, the CERN Fermi Lab in Illinois, to Cairo, like Cairo, Egypt, but Cairo, Illinois, where Crowley supposedly lived, and I think where he summoned ayahuasca. So, which sounds a lot like ayahuasca, now that I think about it. Anyway,
This was an eclipse.
possibly a relation there. I'm not sure.
You can't do it. So let me know what y'all think. I found this picture. You can't tell me that was just an eclipse.
You know why? Because they're about to come out with they're about to listen to what I'm saying, y'all. And I know I'm about to sound crazy. And I'm gonna show y'all something later that's gonna show you I'm not bullshitting. They are about to come out with the artificial moon, allegedly. You're gonna be able to go here and explore. They're gonna have a train station on here. Taxpayers have already allegedly paid some money going towards a train station on the moon. Watch when I tell y'all, you're about to be mind fucked and mind blown here real soon when they come out with the new moon. Allegedly. I don't know if this way. I don't know, man. I could just be saying shit. You don't know. I could just be talking
Allegedly is his favorite word. That's for sure.
shit. This Ratchet TV, right?
We'll learn that about Ratchet.
And I don't know if y'all have noticed, but the sun isn't yellow anymore. It's like pure white. I have not been able to even look near the sun's direction. Not to mention all these rain and thunderstorms that we're all having now. Call me crazy if you want to, but I see hundreds of comments of people who have headaches. People are saying they haven't seen the moon and that the sun is different. So call me crazy, but I know what I see.
I know what I see too. And when I remember right before the eclipse happened, mind you, I had no idea that this was like some totality. I didn't understand what the fuck none of this shit meant because they just start throwing shit in the air. Oh, it's the totality. You're in the path and all this. I'm thinking, okay, I seen the eclipse before. Okay, let's go experience this shit. I honestly didn't think nothing of it. I'm just like, okay, it's an eclipse. Okay, y'all want 1,000 likes, especially with this type of content. Let's continue. We could take over and become the new. We're not done talking about ish. Let's go. Let's go, y'all. We are the new news. I'm gonna be real. I think they don't talk about real shit. We talking about the real shit, right? Let's get the likes up.
Peter Higgs, the Nobel Prize winner in physics in 2013, died on April 8th. Now, if you don't know who that is, let me tell you. So Peter Higgs actually came up with the particle wave in the quantum field theory. In quantum field theory, particles can be described as waves in a field.
This is the Peter Higgs person that just passed away with that eclipse. Man, this is some, I don't know, bro. This is some sinister stuff. I don't know what's about to take place, y'all. Just let me say this. Don't say I didn't warn y'all. You better go buy more protection, man. It's something, I don't know what's brewing in the next 10 years, but something's brewing.
Yeah, guys, you better get your what are they called? Your magnums, and your whatever size you're running with. You saw the moon? Is it a crescent? Like a tiny little crescent? I think I saw it too, but the first 2 nights, 2 or 3, I think it was at least 2 nights, I did not see it at all. It's nowhere to be found. If I didn't know any better, I'd almost think it was a fake eclipse. That's what I was trying to say. It was a fake eclipse that basically they sprayed out the upper sky and blocked out the actual sun and moon, whatever the actual sun and moon is. That's for another time. Whole nother conversation. Can't say I know, truthfully, ultimately, absolutely. But yeah, I think they blocked it out, and what we saw was a fake fucking eclipse. Allegedly. Some might say that, like myself.
Here's his review that he submitted in 1964 in Edinburgh, Scotland.
King Nico has been going pretty deep into it. Maybe we could check out some of his stream. He was showing some pretty interesting points, honestly. Better than just a series of TikToks and memes like Ratchet. No offense, Ratchet. You found some interesting stuff.
Now, his theory goes on to explain the quantum field, describing the microscopic world of particles very differently to everyday life. Fundamental quantum fields feel the universe and dictate what nature can and cannot do. In this description, every particle can be represented by a wave in a field.
Notice how they're talking about nature, and you're seeing a lot of stuff going on in nature. So they already know how to bend these whoop-de-whoops. They know how to bend and fold shit and make stuff happen. They know how to create a lot of stuff because they've messed with the laws of nature. I don't know if that makes sense. Does that make sense? Drop the gems if it does. I don't know how else to say it because I can't really talk freely, so I have to really speak around stuff. I don't know if that makes sense what I just said. Let me know if y'all get what I was trying to say.
Similar to a ripple on the surface of a vast ocean. One example is the photon of the particle of light, which is a wave in the electric field. Force carriers. When particles interact with one another, they exchange force carriers. These force carriers are particles and can be described as waves in their respective fields. For example, when 2 electrons interact, they do so by exchanging photons. Photons are the force carriers of the electromagnetic interaction.
Salute to True for that 20-piece McNugget. I appreciate you for that 20-piece True. Salute, salute, salute.
That is referencing this photo. So when 2 electromagnetic fields interact, they exchange a photon or a particle of light. Humans do the same thing. When you interact with someone, you are exchanging light. Now, let me also say that CERN was looking to further this discovery and mess with the quantum field on April 8th. And it just so happens that the guy who discovered this theory died.
On the eclipse. Let that sink in.
You and everything around you are made of particles. And when the universe began, no particles had mass. They all had sped around at the speed of light. Stars, planets, and life could only emerge because particles gain their mass from a fundamental field associated with the Higgs boson. The existence of this mass-giving field was confirmed in 2012 when the Higgs boson particle was discovered at CERN. There are no coincidences, my friends.
I'm just thinking out loud, but is it at all possible that he died way before that, or maybe not way before that, but not on that day, and that they announced it on that day that just so happened to be the anniversary of Crowley summoning Iowas, the 120th, mind you? I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud. Is it possible that they, announced the day? They announced it at a specific time, like they do so fucking many, probably, whether they're keeping them on ice or not. Whether they're cryogenically frozen, allegedly, like Disney is or not. Or whether they have their consciousness transferred to another vessel or not. If that's even real, I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud.
Peter Higgs was a remarkable individual, a truly gifted scientist whose vision and imagination have enriched our knowledge of the world that surrounds us. His pioneering work has motivated thousands of scientists, and his legacy will continue to inspire many more for generations to come.
So as you see, that was Peter Higgs. I know that probably went over a lot of people's heads, and y'all don't understand. Some people might not understand. Some people might be like, "Bro, I overstand this shit." But if you don't understand, there was a bunch of stuff in there that some people just probably don't get it what they were talking about. But how he discovered all this stuff, he was basically the one discovering these particles. He put a lot out there, and for him to possibly sacrifice himself or get, the sacrifice of a lifetime for the cause. I don't know how to say this stuff, man, without getting canceled. So I got to be real careful. Salute to Sagis for that 5-piece. I appreciate you. I might have butchered that too. Sag.
What I was gonna say, I should just go to King Nico's video because he went over some better points here. Let me see if I can find where he was talking about it though.
We are live from Resistance headquarters. I am King. So this, I was looking at it again, and something jumped out at me. So what we saw was this in the sky, above my head at least. Everyone had something different. And above this was another eclipse happening, right? Because I saw all the bodies moving into place. So I saw in my footage, there's a bigger body trying to move up high to eclipse this. There's an invisible body eclipsing this body. And then there's these 3 orbs that are rotating around doing a pattern. So in this still image here, I was looking at it and I was like, you know what? I said it in yesterday's live. I've seen this before. Excuse me. I believe we've all seen it before. So I connected some more dots, and this is what I got. Yeah, unbelievable. It is the eye of providence.
Wait, what?
The all-seeing eye.
All right, some of these videos.
This technology, pretty new, and it's in Las Vegas on the strip there. So they are capable of doing that. Eyeballs on giant spheres. So that's the all-seeing eye, the eye of providence. So imagine this in the sky looking down on you, right? With these simulators they have, with the technology and the capabilities, the AI now, because what CERN and this whole ritual was doing was probably impregnating these demon, God complex, fallen angels into these systems, right? Into this computer in the sky. I think you see the way it's meant to be seen and what it's used for in a demonic way to manipulate us down here to ruin our salvation. And to do with AI. So if they're firing up at this thing that's being partically collided from CERN and sending creating us a whisper chamber, it's the womb of creation, right? That's what the numbers are showing and pointing to. That's what the birthing rituals over the years have pointed to. It's the womb of creation, giving birth, right? Let me bring those numbers up quickly. I have them. So the Eye of Horus, again, this is what we're looking at. The Eye of Horus, the Eye of Providence, this is it, right? The Eye of Horus equals 10 BT, everything is gay and trans now. And it's going to get worse. Now this
All right, this is the wrong stream. This is not the right stream.
ritual took place, and it's all to do with the Masons trying to bring about this new order of the ages, and then there's the Baphomet. It's disgusting. This is what
people with autism can't go to.
Welcome, Crusaders. We are live from Crusaders of the Resistance headquarters. Ceiling to this world. So if you don't have an understanding of flat Earth and the firmament of spinning around, right? So this is happening right here over Niagara Falls. Other people are other parts of North America. They're potentially seeing this sun up here being eclipsed or another sun simulator being eclipsed. So I really hope you're following. It's a lot to take in, but it adds up, and it's the ritual, and I'm still filling in the pieces here, right? So watch. So Shiva, the portal, this.
Radar subtracted. Ignition squib, motor pressure.
Success. And our second vehicle has left the rail of the ARC launcher here, live from Wallace Flight Facility in Virginia. As part of the APEP launches, a 3-rocket salvo that the NASA Wallace Flight Facility is launching today in conjunction with.
Again, so APEP, named after the serpent deity of chaos, right? That's at war with Ra, which is the sun god. And yeah, so the year of the dragon, it's like, what is this all really trying to symbolize? if maybe I'm not read up enough on Egyptian mythology, which admittedly I'm not. But I know enough to know that if you're trying to symbolize like the serpent at war with the sun, which I don't know. I mean, all religions are not all Abrahamic religions, Judeo-Christian religions, sun worship essentially, planetary worship. You got me? Okay. Let's see what we're dropping in the chat, man. I haven't even here. Let me see something. And again, another thing I remembered that I forgot that I remembered is how like the comet was called the Pons-Brooks comet, right? And the Pons means bridge, and there's a part of our brain called pons that acts as a bridge, right? And so it all came after, of course, the bridge collapse. So I just go to my imagination of like, well, what if a certain time has passed now for the people who've gotten certain treatments, and now is that phase where certain blood-brain barriers are maybe getting knocked down, or maybe are already down now. I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud, trying to connect dots where there might not be any, but I know they always speak symbolically. Hold on a second here. And of course, you got this dude
What the heck?
who just kind of does what I'm doing. Really, is just reacting to videos. So I think the trick to going viral though is compiling tons of TikToks, and then on top of it, of course, going on flights with top security and military personnel like Dre OG. Apparently, I got that clip too. If you guys want to hear him say that, pretty interesting. Oh yeah, O.J. Simpson's dead. R.I.P. Did he really just die though too? And should he even R.I.P. if he really killed those people? All right, let me see something here. CERN is off and popping. Let me grab this link from you, sir. What the hell, dude? What's wrong with you, Fire Drake?
In a mere 30 seconds.
I mean, I know this guy. I thought I was already subbed. But why? Of all videos, butthole sunning? Come on, man.
Of sunlight on your butthole, you will receive more energy from this electric node than you would in an entire day being outside with your clothes on.
Yo, come on, man. Come on, man.
You guys are 10 seconds in. How does it feel?
That's a good question, Fire.
Absorbing energy.
They live.
You guys all said,
Yummy.
Wow.
Nourishing.
Oh, yeah.
Like mother's milk.
What the fuck?
3,
Is that Brian
2,
O'Shea?
1, complete. Charged up.
That's it? That's the whole thing? Looks like Speakeasy's live.
What do you do?
Man, yeah, thanks for asking. Man, I have a new show. It's called Kofefe with ASMR. And, you know, Rebel was so kind to give me his whole slot and channel idea. And so I'm just running with.
Yeah, no one cares.
Or belong to those few families from whom the high priest was traditionally selected. Added to these were mercenaries of various kinds, including Jews or non-Jews. Such mercenaries may have been relatively indifferent to Jewish nationalistic feelings and were perfectly prepared.
Days at Friday. Thursday morning, America. Still.
All right, look, here's the deal about LC. Clearly, it's pretty obvious now to me, but how is there almost 200 likes and he's only been live for 2 minutes and there's only 50 watching and there's 182 likes? LC, I see you, sir. Optics are high. I fell asleep restreaming or simulcasting him because I hopped on the panel for the first time, and then I went to sleep, and then it kept going like all night, and so people were in my chat like, "Fucking, the fuck is this?" Which is why I had the comment pin from Pale Horse Rider, like, "What the fuck is this?" or "Is this real?" or whatever he said. Let me go back to the video here. Hold up.
Beware mouse.
Maybe if I seen this shit, I would.
Where am I at?
Dr. Aurel Berjadia from the Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University in Florida. APEP, of course, is an acronym. Atmospheric perturbations around the eclipse path. We are launching 3 rockets today, 4 sub-payloads on each, for a total of 12 different data sets that will be collected today, and back to the universities and academia for study.
Yeah, so they're collecting data, performing the ritual. So now we know why they spaced out each rocket like 40 minutes, right? Quickly welcome all new subscribers. It's been crazy, like hundreds of subs to the channel, and filled my videos with comments. So welcome to the resistance that man could never have come up with by themselves. Have seen, so even though it's fallen angel ritual technology that man could never have come up with by themselves, right?
Hey, what the fuck?
So he just saw 2 eclipses, and he can see the lens flare from 2 light sources in the sky.
It was just 2. Hey, it was just 2 like. It's 2 figures in the air.
2 figures in the air.
It's 2 figures in the air. It's 3. Hey, it's like 4 on, bro.
Like 4, right? So we went over this video. Quickly back to this image. So what he is looking at, he's looking at one of the fake simulators eclipsing each other, and right next to it or above it, but because he's right down there below on the ground level, as he's looking up, he sees this because it's first in line, but right behind it in its peripheral is this one being eclipsed also, right? So there's double eclipses. These videos have not been tampered with. Like a lot of these were filmed live. Mine was filmed live. I even called it out as I saw it, right? And even if, trust me, I'd be able to know these videos have not been tampered with.
You guys ever just like have a slice of pizza and you're like eating a salad with the pizza, and you just decide to put the salad on the pizza and eat it together? You should try it if you haven't.
So in this image we're looking at, try to put it together, why and how people were able to see different things in different places and what was really happening.
It's like 4 suns lined up.
4 suns lined up. So you remember the video I showed in the beginning from Norway? He said it's like 4 suns lined up. So this video was posted from Norway, and they see 4 suns lined up, right? So everyone's testimonial from what took place on Monday is adding up. I'm not sure which this one was. I'll skip to one of the other ones.
This is not the sun. This is not the sun, and that's being eclipsed. That's the object that I be catching that's orbiting with the sun. Yes, all my people, that's the object that I catch orbiting with the sun.
Okay, so this video and this gentleman, listen to the wording. He says orbiting with the sun. So his testimony is very similar to mine, and I did say that his videos or what he is seeing is very similar to what I saw at Niagara Falls. So our testimonies match up, right? Word for word for what we're looking at, orbiting the sun. So I'm going to take you back to the image now and show you, which is why these white orbs, right? So what he can see is what I was looking at was this fake eclipse taking place, and it had these other light sources, these white things, maybe smaller, right? But also in the same image, we could see the bigger light sources, right? Because they're also up there, right? Being eclipsed at the same time, but they're trying to like peripheral it out, right? With all their sprayed chemtrails, and they're trying to keep it in a line of sight where you'll be blinded and won't be able to see it. But that's why people that were not in this area, maybe say over here, were able to see this eclipse and that eclipse. And we'll get to that video. So again, these white orbs were orbiting the fake sun and the fake moon right here.
Not the sun, people. Come on, man. This is not the sun. You see that bright light to the right way it's heading toward? Watch this. Come on. Look at how it just blended in.
Greetings, Rachel Zinger. We are just reviewing the insanity of the world at this current time. And whether or not these videos are legit or not, I'm not sure. That's for, I guess, interpretation and discernment to be applied.
My gosh. Look at that. That is not the sun that this is being put on. OMG. You bastard.
Wow. See that?
That this is being put on. OMG.
He said exactly the same thing I said also. He says that's not the sun being eclipsed, right? So we see it, right? So that's why my image is there. So this next video is going to show that dragon-like figure or a whale, right? Because you know Bluebeam likes to generate whales, and also it's a sign of Jonah because Jonah was swallowed by the whale, right? So more signs of Jonah that we went over.
I actually have a great video of that if I could find it.
Before this happened.
You bastard. They love
That was the explosion from NASA's rocket. So here, let's try and zoom in. So here's the rocket explosion. Ooh, and you kind of hear a sound.
Yeah, Rachel, you missed the butt sunning, the beehole sunning. Unfortunately, you could rewind it if you really
I'm
want
not sure if
to.
you picked it up on here, but you see it. So I'm going to play it back one more time. Watch for the flash. Sorry, there it was. Okay, so there was the rockets exploding. So Rob's in the comments saying that it would have to be pretty big to cover the sun. So again, I'm not sure which understanding of the world, whether it's a geocentric or heliocentric understanding, because you cannot put what I'm showing you that they're capable of into that heliocentric model with the solar system and the sun being this giant thing, right? Everything that we're looking at is taking place right above the mist that they spray and right below the atmosphere where it's pretty much blocked off, which is called the firmament, right? So
The eclipse is right here.
So here's a sighting of the
Why
moon.
is the moon over there? Oh, wait, how does that happen? But look, the moon's right there in front of the sun. Wait, but the moon is over here. Why is the moon right there if it's supposed to be in front of the sun? Here, I'm using these right here. That's insane. Do you see that? If the moon's right there in front of the sun, then why is it over there?
Why is it over there? Great point. Hopefully you guys got to see that. I forgot to make it bigger, but I've shown it a few times now. So there's the real moon, which is up there also in the sky to the side, while they're trying to get everyone to focus on this fake eclipse. So that falls in line. Again, with this image, so the moon is up here. He can see it because he's probably down here somewhere, probably with less.
Okay, I found it. The video I was talking about. So this is in Dubai. This is in Dubai. Not too old of a clip. I'm pretty sure. But then again, is it even real? Is the question. Is it going to show up? Why isn't it not? Blue Beam Dubai. Why is it not? Oh, that's weird. You know what? I have to actually... It's not letting me show it. So, okay. I'll just do it this way. Bitch. Video file. Wait. No. Presents. Hold on. How am I going to do this? Oh, yeah. Share screen. Share screen. This should work. Little bitch. Yeah. So that supposedly happened. Supposedly, allegedly. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about that? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I'm buying it or not. I'm not sure. But, yeah. That sounds cool. I like Loud Rain. It's calming. It's relaxing. Shout out to 11 at 111. All right, let's get back to it. Floptics. Floptics. Looking for macaque tips. Gonna watch more King Nico share about his optics. Where is it at? Eclipse Ritual Exposed.
That's cloud cover where everyone is deep under this ritual taking place. He's probably over here and he's looking up and he can see this taking place, or another one that maybe other eclipses, because with all the stories that have been sent to me, I can't believe
Yeah, you're
that,
probably right, Boyd.
how many countries have a simulator, so they could.
You're probably right. Again, it's like we can't believe anything we watch, especially to that magnitude. I mean,
5 to 10 even up there. We don't know. So he can see the moon up there, and then he's like, "What the hell?" But the moon's supposed to be eclipsing this, but he sees it up here. Incredible stuff, right?
That can't be. Are the flat? I don't know. Are the flat earthers right?
Yeah.
Maybe it is flat.
Maybe it is flat.
Oh, conspiracy.
That video is priceless.
Yeah, you saw that shit now. Try to tell you. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that video was of this comet or something. It's the only one I was able to find of it.
What is?
Watch this video. So somehow with their skies, they can see 2 eclipses. There's 2 eclipses there. So obviously the real sun might be higher. Look, they've got two somehow from where their perspective and vantage point is. They can see two eclipses. Absolutely insane. So we're catching all of the rituals that they're capable of. So this image again shows the two eclipses. Maybe it's these two they're seeing, or maybe it's that one, and then potentially another one for distraction to take eyes off of this, because they want this one covered, because this is the main one that they're firing the rockets at and sending the data and all the signals and performing the ellipse here with CERN. Okay, so I got another video here, which was sent to me. It's on Instagram. Listen to what this video is describing.
I don't know what is.
So Proba 3.
I mean, I'm sure some people out there are just claiming this is just one giant coincidence. If you guys have been following me for a while, you know I've been saying that I do not believe that the April 8th eclipse was a naturally occurring eclipse for several reasons. And then this morning, my friend in Switzerland sent me this article. Let's take a look. Now, the article's in German, but I translated it. And the headline reads, Research with Artificially Created Solar Eclipses. The article goes on to say that ESA in Belgium, which is one of the companies I was sharing around the world that have sun simulators, they presented 2 probes just last week that could, and I quote, artificially create solar eclipses if desired, unquote. Okay, and this gets better. You can't make this shit up. The 2 space probes names are Occulter and Coronagraph. And it just so happens that last week they tested out their Occulter and Coronagraph space probes. The research team says that the pair of space probes will align so closely with the sun that the Occulter will cast a shadow on the Coronagraph, thus creating an artificial solar eclipse. And if that isn't enough, the article goes on to say that the scientists will use the North American eclipse to test the hardware developed for their mission of their 2 space probes, named Occulter and Coronagraph, that create artificially created solar eclipses. Again, I'm telling y'all, that was not natural yesterday. And just keeps getting better. So the article was ran on April 8th in the German and Switzerland newspapers, right, which is several hours here ahead of North America. And it reads, we are pleased to announce the launch of Occulter and Coronagraph probes today, April 8th, the day of the eclipse in North America. Another coincidence, I guess? All right, just to recap real quick. Let's see how many coincidences we can cram into this one little block. We have this company, ESA, out of Belgium.
So Belgium, ESA, they have a sun simulator. They have a mission called Proba 3 that launched on Monday. And that mission is using 2 probes named Occulter and Coronagraph to artificially create solar eclipses. So all the news is coming out from all these agencies that are in the business of launching things that can artificially simulate solar eclipses. And somehow, some coincidence, like this person says, these guys launched on Monday, April 8th. So that's why there's many sightings of many different anomalies that took place, double eclipses, 4 suns, too much crazy stuff, right? So the researcher said, so yeah, again, it shows they launched those probes yesterday, April 8th, 2024.
All right, so we might have to fact check this. But wow.
The research
literally Occulter and Coronagraph. That's amazing.
Said they were going to use the American solar eclipse to test the mission's hardware. So they have admitted that their business is to simulate and create solar eclipses, and that they launched on Monday, April 8th, and that they were taking part in the American solar eclipse to test the mission's hardware. So this video again, before we get back to the image to explain this ritual, I tried to find these orbs, right, going around the sun. And I feel like I've seen it before. I'm not sure if I've seen it on the internet and it was taken down, but I've seen it. I can see what it does. And in this video, some photographers were invited. And as you can see, as the eclipse takes place, it reveals the 3 orbs. So again, light washes out the other light. So when you have multiple light sources, and if they're in like conveniently positioned in certain ways, according to our vantage point looking up, we might not see the other ones behind it, because the one in front is going to wash out with its bright light, the other ones, and then the one behind that one has a light on, and it's going to wash out. So everything's going to wash out and blend into one light source, right? So we see that take place here. So as you can see, they're about to witness an eclipse take place in an airplane above the mist. And as this moon, that you cannot see the moon, eclipse the sun, it's revealing the other 3 light sources, the orbs that for some reason are not in movement. We do know that they independently move in this insane technology. And there they are. So these 3 orbs are these 3 orbs right here in motion, like what we saw on Monday once they were performing the ritual. Similar, right? So I see you make that connection. Condor says the sun doesn't move. The sun is what moves, and so do all these orb technologies and sun simulators that they have are moving and following.
Is King Nico so crazy about himself? He's got to have himself in the top right corner, the bottom right corner, and be streaming on the left. I mean, wow. It's fascinatingly egoic and narcissistic. I'm just kidding, brother. I don't know why I said that.
The real sun.
Optics are fucked.
So you have to keep in mind that the sun is small. It's not massive, and it's not on fire, right? It's a light source, and it's smaller than our world, our Earth, and it's within this enclosed system, and it moves around the land and lights up whatever's underneath it and heats it up, right? So let's check out this image. So with all the videos and all the footage we've gathered, with all the double eclipses, with the orbs from the plane right now that were positioned, like lined up underneath it. But
it's funny, I was talking to IC that I don't know if she's here right now, but her channel is just literally the letters IC. She used to be over, I think, in Paul and or Z's chat, and I would talk to her sometimes. And I saw her over there, and since I started commenting to her over there a couple of days, I seen her over, I don't know if it was on OTW's channel or Paul's channel again or something, but she's been popping up again. So yeah, shout out to IC if she's listening.
With my footage and what the other guy was saying, orbiting the sun is these 3 here. They're performing the atomic symbol. Here's the sound rocket. So we saw the explosion in one of the videos with NASA's serpent deity. It's Egyptian APEP rocket going up, blowing up with whatever technology and nanobytes and just stuff way beyond our understanding, right? Because it's now angel intelligence that's taken over and performing all of this. And there's the sound waves performing the ellipse and in a whisper chamber. So they've turned this Earth into a whisper chamber, used the firmament to reflect the sound all the way back to CERN, where Shiva or Atum is, because Atum, the Egyptian god of creation and destruction, is Shiva. They're the same person, just different names, just as Nimrod had many names, and Nimrod was just a man, not a god, right? So if Nimrod could have many names and identities, I'm pretty sure Atum can too, or Zeus, or what, it's all the same god, right, that they're using. So no matter if they're using the statue of Shiva or the statue of Atum or Zeus or Apollo, right, it's just the same person. Maybe not Apollo, because I believe Apollo was one of Nimrod's names. So again, firmament's up here, the ceiling. The sun is small, the real sun, and within all of this, so it's right up here above the sky. There's the moon, which was up here too. So I've got lots of videos I posted at like at 10 a.m. in the morning of the sun and the moon in the same sky. So potentially they were up there very high up, and they took the opportunity to spray the skies and pick this date, and it's all coordinated with the angels, right? And they performed it. So the explosion we saw took place. It made the flash. You heard the boom. It did that 3 times. The CERN is spinning right here, gathering all that data and smashing the particles and colliding as this is performing the ritual and giving birth to this AI in this world to become God and control with this swarm technology and take. Oh, it's insane. I know it's starting to sound like the Terminator and Skynet, but we're way past all that now. That's
Skynet shenanigans.
Soft, right? Hollywood, they diluted the hell out of the apocalypse and end times, because what we're seeing here and describing is like nothing I've ever seen or witnessed ever before, right? Multiple suns.
Speaking of Skynet, sorry, I had to. I apologize. Hey, look at that timing. Much love. My sister.
Moons and summoning of gods of creation and destruction. This is
Just kidding. Definitely not my sister. That'd be weird.
Absolutely insane.
Not supposed to feel these feelings for your sister.
So let's see what you all have to think and say about that. Actually, let me bring up again. Shiva is the atomic structure. It's the star inverted. It's the hexagram. It's all one of the same. It's all tied in with the Aleister Crowley sex magic ritual. This is his religious symbol from the Book of the.
We should go into the Blavatsky, Thelema, Crowley connection stuff again. It's been a while.
That also fits in with the atomic symbol and perfectly fits in with Shiva, right? So they disguise everything. CERN, they're not really going to put this Thelema symbol right out front, but they found other ways and they put the Shiva instead, right? And it's all one of the same. And these are the orbs doing the orbiting motion around the fake sun, fake moon eclipse. Yeah, so I'm going to leave it as that. Some more pieces to this puzzle that's pointing more towards.
He's going to leave it at that, but it's only halfway through the stream. So he definitely didn't leave it at that. I guess I do that all the time. I think I'm going to shut it down and I go for another like 2 hours or like 4.
Discussing and going over is 1092. So the atomic ritual is 1092. Why did it just skip like that? Were we just looking at those numbers? So yeah, atomic ritual 1092. Sun simulator. So again, I do the decodes. The end of the world 1092. Biblical prophecy is 1092, and lake of fire is 1092.
All right. Well, we don't. I don't want to get too deep into the biblical prophecy, lake of fire stuff. That's a little.
Just revealing itself during the hard times, saying, "Look, I'm here to help. I'll put money in everyone's accounts. It will drive. It can do things, right? That's how I see the world has been set up to prepare for this thing, is to destroy all society, build the new world order, and focus on building technology over giving water to places in Africa. And Trudeau just announced billions of dollars in funding for AI. So all your governments are now going to.
There you go, OTW. Your boy Trudeau over there, doing big things, man.
Place in this ritual. Okay, so if anyone has anything to add,
I think I'm going to move to Canada.
I'd like to hear it quickly.
Said no one ever.
Again, I put this together to try and get a better image of what we're looking at and taking place with everything we've discovered and everything we've seen from the videos. So if I need to adjust this, I will adjust it. I'll make a new one. The information needs to get out there, and I know people have lots of questions because most of the people that saw what they saw were not ready for it, right? And most people were not ready for it. They were in shock. They couldn't believe it. As soon as I saw it, I was like, whoa, hold the phone. I'm like, they're not doing this right now. And that was it. It was over from there. Yes, so Jose Macedo is in the chats. He's asking, so the eclipse is fake. I'm not sure what is going on. I just turned to the channel. So welcome to Turn to the Channel. I'm glad to have you here. We've been just discussing this for like 2 months now. All of my videos from the past week, from before the eclipse took place on Monday, they're in North America. I'm not sure where you're watching from.
I kind of was pretty much paying attention to Ratchet's video, but then I figured I'd check out some of Nico's because I can't remember if it was this stream. I think it was a different stream. I keep messing up. It definitely wasn't the first stream I showed. I don't think it was this one either. It was the day before this.
Local, small, and close, and the stars are fixed in the firmament and are behind it, right? So again, to understand this ritual and what I'm trying to explain and simulate here, what CERN and NASA did, and your cult.
Whoops, I didn't mean to skip ahead, damn it.
Right here above those of the moon, and I can see stars through it, right? Because the moon is local, small, and close, and the stars are fixed in the firmament and are behind it, right? So again, to understand this ritual and what I'm trying to explain and simulate here, what CERN and NASA did, you'd have to wake up and understand flat Earth and many other things, right? So that's why the importance of flat Earth. Because
I thought he was going to say
all
something a
these
little more
things
profound than
been insane.
research flat Earth,
I'm
but
not looking forward. I'm pretty sure we're gonna be able to connect it to all these deities, these creators. Too long, incredible. So yeah, I'm looking forward to coming back, sharing more with you. Data, lots of hard work and knowledge. God bless you. And how yeah, LOL. Nephew,
All
or
right.
cousin, or uncle, or dad, or husband, or son.
Wrong one. I'm gonna check out one more. Man, I hope this is it. Fucking A. If this is the wrong one again.
So I'm bringing it back live from Crusaders of the Resistance headquarters. I'm King Nico.
Super British, man.
So, what is that? What is that on the top? See that? What about this? You see it? No, that was not there, man. All right.
Yo, that shit. It looks like a guy holding up. It looks like a juggler, but like the three balls are just in the middle, or something. See what I see?
Everyone got to see different things wherever you are in North America. Look at this one.
Hey.
Oh, and now it's gone. See, you get split seconds of this weird, strange happenings going on above the clouds.
It was just two. Hey,
Good evening, Hobby. How you doing?
It's two figures in the air. It's two figures in the air. It's three. Hey, it's like four.
Like
three figures in the air. Yeah.
4 of them. See, so listen to the testimony of people.
Yeah.
Remember,
like archaics. Yeah.
4 lined up. Okay, so that's the potential of double eclipses, right? Everyone experiencing something weird all throughout. As you can see, wherever there was a lot of weird activity, there was a lot of cloud cover, because wherever that eclipse was happening, because I'm saying there might have been multiple, there was extreme cloud cover. And wherever there was another one where they knew that they were at a fair distance to hide something else, it was clear, right? Even though in some of those clear pictures, you can see very small in the distance another eclipse happening, and it's not lens flare or smudges or lighting, it's none of that. Then you start to think, all the focus on this eclipse and the dangers and the safety precautions of don't look at the sun, you need glasses that black out everything to protect you, and don't point your phone or your cameras without a filter and a specific lens cover, because you'll ruin your cameras.
That's the object that I be catching that's orbiting with the sun. Yes, so my people, that's the object that I catch orbiting with the sun. That's not the sun, people. Come on, man.
West to east, as opposed to moving east to west. Crazy. I brought that up too many.
Watch this. Come on.
So this guy looks similar to what I was looking at.
Oh my gosh. Look at that. That is not the sun that this is being put on.
Yep.
OMG. You bastards.
Yeah, there's multiple different happenings in different areas, right? Oh, okay. Weird things. There was an explosion there. You see that?
If the eclipse is right here.
This is a great video.
Why is the moon over there? Oh.
There, we finally got a video with a sighting of the moon.
If the moon's right there.
Okay, God bless this woman's soul. So did you hear what she said? So he says, well, if the moon is covering the sun right here, so he pans over. So the video starts with this image that you see on the screen. And he's looking at the eclipse. So the moon is in that image eclipsing the supposed sun. And he's looking at it through his glasses, right? And then he's like, if the moon is right here, eclipsing the sun, and he takes off the glasses and looks right there in the same movement, there's the moon in the blue sky. And he's like, what the hell? If the moon's there, then that's how a lady says, oh, it's because we're in the middle. Now that's key, because she's only saying that going by according to what we're told. We're told that the moon is at one distance and is 400 times smaller than the sun, that is 400 times further away from us, right? So there's a big distance in between. They're not technically touching, even though what we see is exactly that. So she said, oh, we're in the middle of the moon. That's why we can see it, but she got confused because that's the science they give us, right? And then we got to...
Wait, but the moon is over here. Why is the moon right here if it's supposed to be in front of the sun?
Yeah, so they're having that aha moment. So there's the glasses. He's looking at an eclipse.
Do you see that?
And whatever's supposed to be eclipsing that sun is right over there. Incredible stuff. So lots of videos like this coming out. Oh, he says,
was I muted that whole time? Why does that happen? I unmuted myself. But yeah, I slowed it down there for you. I don't know if you heard that part. Crow Brokaw. Brokaw?
Are the flat earthers right? Yes, we are. Yeah, this is crazy, brother. Crazy. So Hobby is not far from where NASA launched the sounding rockets. The explosion is the sounding rockets, exactly. So that was the first footage I've seen of the explosion of the sounding rocket happening. So we did have it in this compilation of videos.
Does someone want to explain to me what the hell that thing is? Wow.
Exactly, every single one in just North America, not even across the earth. We're just following the ones that were going across the path in North America, and they're all different.
Is it because they didn't want you to capture this? Like, there's this blue ray of light, as you see in the video, like coming in or shooting out.
Wow, now this one blew me away. This person, excuse me, yeah, Donna, they caught 2 eclipses at the same time. Look at that. Okay, so this is key because I got lots of messages from people, so many questions, right? And I don't blame you. They're like, well, if this is a fake eclipse and the real sun is up there, how did they darken the area? Well, possibly, like we've heard and seen in other videos, there's 4 sun simulators up there. They got a number of them, right? See it, who knows, right? And then above it was the real sun, because it has to be somewhere. So they probably eclipsed that with one of their other sun simulators, as you can see in this video. Okay, so that's enough of that. I actually took my footage from yesterday and I put a negative filter on it. So I ran it through some of the Final Cut Pro, put some filters on it. The negative filter is really good. I still got to play around some more, but it does it justice, right? So let me quickly catch up on the comments. Yeah, so Donna says, brilliant revelation, the sex magic, the atom. Wow. Yeah, we're going to get into it. We got videos coming in from Spanish and Latin countries, actually, because she lives right by where they launched. Heard the rockets, which is incredible, unbelievable. Yeah, Naomi says, what the hell? It is very trippy. I'm just getting started right now. I got plenty to show you and go over. Thing flying under the eclipse. You can see it there. Or I said it looks like a whale. So there's your sign of Jonah, right? And the whale. Okay, so which way is it? Sorry, I've got so many windows open up here. Okay, here's the news story so prepare yourselves. If you close your eyes, put the kids away from the screen for a second.
Durango, Gómez Palacio, Lerdo, Nazas también en el municipio de Durango, Torreón.
There's the eclipse happening. Careful, watch. There it is. Sex magic taking place right on live TV. Unbelievable. I'm not going to show that one again. So, International Atomic Energy Agency, going to show that one again. Taking place.
Torreón.
There's the eclipse happening. Careful, watch. There it is. Sex magic taking place right on live TV. Unbelievable. I'm not going to show that one again.
Yo, what the fuck? I'm sorry I went back. I did not see it. Yo, what the fuck?
Agency, as you can see here, it has the reef, just as the United Nations and all the other demonic entities that pretty much control this world. Thank you, Stacey. You've done an amazing job exposing this truth. Donna's like, what? Right? So I'll come back to this image, but quickly, why I put it here is because I pretty much says that what I saw yesterday was little orbs rotating with the atomic energy pattern, doing this around the eclipse. And as you can see, the religion, the Lima, in the Book of the Law from Aleister Crowley, this is the symbol here pretty much fits perfectly in with the symbol of the atomic logo, right? So here's the image of the sun in Denver, Colorado. And right there in the distance is not a lens flare. Trust me, I know what a lens flare is. This is one of those eclipses happening over one of the areas that were covered in clouds, right? So this is one of my videos from yesterday. Trust me, it was so hard to capture anything. So wait, quickly, you'll see right here. You're looking up here thinking that's the eclipse, right? And the sun. But look, it's right down here. So what the hell is over here? Too many anomalies, right? Okay, let's get to the next one. So Aleister Crowley quote from the Book of the Law. The universe is a wild revel of atoms, men and stars, each one a soul of light and mirth, horsed on eternity. So he was very aware. Obviously, he had communication with an infinite intelligence, so he knew and very well knows what an atom is. So that same knowledge and teachings has been passed down to NASA, to CERN, and they're replicating those same rituals on the big scale. So I got some decodes here. The end of the world, 1092. Sun simulator is 1092. Atomic ritual is 1092. So it was a sun simulator, atomic ritual for the end of the world, right? Biblical prophecy, 1092. All in the book, the Holy Bible. And it tells you the lake of fire is also 1092. So it's a unicursal hexagram that fits perfectly into the atomic structure. Okay, so I want to get into the ritual and what's going to take part, because everyone's like, oh, we're still alive. The apocalypse never happened and we're still here. No, everything's already changed and got that power and that energy to move to the next step, right? And it's all again tied in with Aleister Crowley, right? Because he was the one that summoned the demons that pretty much have all the intelligence, and they're not going to get that anywhere else. So one of Aleister Crowley's followers, a band, released an album and a song called Atomic Ritual in 2003. So here's the logo for it, Nebula, Atomic Rituals. I think the band is called Nebula. So more Atomic Ritual symbolism. You have to look through the work. So I have this image up here. Wait, so much crazy stuff, right? Okay, let me slow down and see what everyone's saying. Yeah, it's so crazy and just unbelievable. So it is disgusting. If there was any doubt this was the Aleister Crowley, ridiculous. Yeah, it's repent. So watch this film before, was this what they're going on about?
Excuse me, what is tap water?
So he says tap or no tap. She's like, no tap. And the guy's like, excuse me, what's that? And he's like, water. It's like they put fluoride in it. This is in a Hollywood movie, box office. He says they put fluoride in it. See, he said something, but the Nazis figured it out. And then this character says, oh, it makes you docile.
And of course, they'd be using 11 from Stranger Things. Again, synchronicity. I just brought that up within this. I've only been live for an hour, and I was just talking about Stranger Things before. But yeah, of course, they would use her for this. Go figure.
Right?
Right.
And it makes you docile, so you're easier to manipulate.
Even he agrees.
And he says, I drink the tap water. Yeah, I kind of figured that, right? So first of all, this is the ritual. So if you didn't see it happening, I saw it as soon as I saw it, right? Just watch it on the weekend and be like, what the hell are they doing? This is a ritual. So you got to understand, that's a FTM, female to male. So this is not a real male, right? This is a female, gender inverted, right? This is an MTF, right? Male to female, gender inverted. This is that Millie Bobby Brown or something like that. This is a male, right? So I took a screenshot of this image right here. Whew. You know, I can see and feel the demonic entities and presence on this, right? You can feel the energies. You can clearly see where the masculine energy is coming from, and you can see where the neutral, the feminine energy is coming from. Aleister Crowley's Baphomet cross, right? As you can see, I have it right here. You might not see it exactly for what it is in the movie because they're going to disguise it, but as with everything, it's there in plain sight, but disguised, right? So I saw it, and because I know and what to look for with MTFs and FTMs, I saw it, and plus with that scene when they're talking about fluoride and docile and easier to manipulate, I was like, and there's the cross in the background, right in between two Baphomets, right? Two inverts. So look at the cross, all tied in with Aleister Crowley as well. That's the Baphomet cross. So you see the line right down the middle there. You see the two crosses on it, and then you see this like infinity and the two O's on the side here. So tell me if you don't see that in this image here. So you got the line down the middle, you got the two lines to cross it, and then you got like these two circular things that aren't quite infinities, but it is. It's basically representing that, and that's the Baphomet cross right in between two Baphomets in a Hollywood movie. So that, I know it's kind of, no, it's all tied in because that's the ritual, and it's going to get a lot more crazier. And if you cannot see it now and go back the last 100 years since the beginning of Hollywood, they've never used real women in any of their films, right? They are all gender bending inverts. It's like 90% or 99% male characters. All the female roles are played by men, right? And try
interesting times, folks. Interesting times.
Fire, as said, and birth of themselves. So God will have no choice but to cast you out. It's that simple. So we're going to look at some of the crowd from Niagara Falls.
All right, I'm speeding it back
up. There's a lot of people there, right? Maybe just a few more thousand than there usually is on a weekend, right? But that's a lot of people that's in one place looking up, right? So we got a lot of eyes looking up at the sky. Yet no one, it's ridiculous. So you can't rely on anyone. That's why they wanted to flex having 1 million people there, because they want to brag and boast that like, yeah, we had 1 million eyes looking up at a blanket sky, and still not one of them could figure it out. But yeah, here I am exposing all of it. So a decent crowd. There's the world's North America's largest natural fluid condenser. So more big part of the magic ritual right there. That's generating electricity right now, right? Static too. So it's
this dude's doing flips with his drone
in the air,
taking it to new levels. Mr. King Nico.
Because if you're standing right there, your hair will stand up. So Love Butterfly says, wow, in order for us to live in this demonic world, we need to wear the total armor of God. It's completely, and you can't make it through without Jesus Christ. That is who is showing me the way. That is the one, Jesus is the one that revealed, right?
I might ban a little bit here. No disrespect.
Okay. So you can see the planes there. Okay, so let's pause this and try and go frame by frame. Okay, can I make this bigger? Yeah. Obviously, that black disc is the white sun, but it's...
Well, I think the more popular rumor, Rachel, is that Barbara Bush is Crowley's daughter or granddaughter. That's a much more commonly known, supposed, alleged connection.
Because it's a negative and there it's being eclipsed. And now we see other light sources down here, up here. There's something moving right there.
But again, yeah, I mean, if they're all related, right? Allegedly. So Bush, Clinton. So yeah, I mean, it would go part and parcel. It would go with what you're saying as well, obviously.
And you see something coming from the right, right? Okay. There's something there and it's being...
Yeah, he's making my throat dry. I've checked out his last 3 streams and it's like his throat is always
sealed. And that's a separate light source because whatever that is, it's reflecting off of those clouds. There you can see some of its round body. There's another rounded body right there. And still down here is what we're supposed to be focused on the eclipse. And there's another round body down here. So there's the 3 of them, right? Wow, incredible. There it is moving up right here. Trust me, I've taken into account all the light refraction and reflection from all light sources, and none of it pans out to what it should be, right? The clouds are moving. You can even see from this image, when it comes, I'll show it to you and slow it down. You'll see the supposed sun in front of clouds, right? And behind a cloud, so it's in the middle of clouds. So that shouldn't be possible. The cloud shouldn't be in front of anything and have anything behind it, right? If it was really in space. So I'm pointing now. You clearly see, let's pause that there's a body right here of light, an oval orb type thing, the same size as whatever this is, being eclipsed. So that is the main subject. That is what they are telling us is the sun 93 million miles away being eclipsed by the moon. So what is this in front of both of them, right? And there's other ones. Look at it. It's clearly moving oppositely. Okay, it's moving there. So right now, there's clouds behind this sun. There's something coming. There's something right here coming in front. Look at it. There's something there too. Yeah, sorry. It's very shaky, but it's all here. And this is just the negative filter of multiple light objects. Okay, and let's get to this one and see how this one plays out. So you can see the negatives a little bit darker. That might reveal.
Judgment is to be made. We are to condemn the false judgment with righteous judgment, you idiot!
This is what I'm talking about, Jack. You're finally getting it.
Very freaky stuff. So there's clearly something up around here. I'm going to play around with it more with the exposure and everything to reveal all that was happening up there. And you can see the way I turned the camera because you can see when something that represents its own light source, there it is right here. There's something here that's going to move up here now, as we just saw something up here. Look at it. You can like barely see it, but it's glowing right here and it's moving. There's something there too. Oh my God. So hopefully we can get many more people to see this and give their thoughts and opinions on what we're looking at. God bless you, Naomi. Yeah, amen to you as well, M. Yeah. So there's definitely some large extra bodies of light up there, plus smaller ones. And those smaller ones, we got them seen right here in this video.
And one of these orbs was covering the sun at the moment of the eclipse, total solar eclipse.
So, so from the plane, okay, this is how they get away with hiding a lot of the stuff too, because it's light sources. So light pretty much bleaches out everything around it, right? So a lot of the time you're not going to see, because in such close proximity, the brightness, once it's on, you're not going to see there. But as this...
Yeah, that's crazy, Jake. Apparently a tree landed on Mr. Jake's house. Where exactly? Okay, south of DC. So, yeah, some might say that the weather warfare optics are still at play and never have stopped. Never probably, well, I don't want to say never will stop, but damn.
Sun is about to be eclipsed. You're going to see the 3 orbs that we just...
Best wishes, sir. Do take care. Keep us updated. I want to know what happened, sir.
I saw in the negative shots going and doing circular motions around the eclipse yesterday. So we're going to see them revealed. So you can't really see them with the shine until the eclipse.
2015. And here we can see a nice view through the window. And this is what I wanted to see. Something real and something nice and up there, not from our perspective. And here we go. Boom. Now they come into view. The orbs that I've spoken about seeing. Orbs orbs that can actually move independently, but otherwise move as fixed stars. And I told you of the one that flew over my head and then just parked in its position and just appeared to be a star. And of course we have things we are told that orbit in opposition. And here's an example. Here's 4 of them moving in opposition. And what I find fascinating is if this is true, which I believe it is, it seems a lot more plausible than anything I've ever heard on the subject. That means that the stars, or at least some of them.
Yeah, forget where he's going with that one. But basically, the key part of that is that once the eclipse happened, there's 3 orbs right here that he said he's seen, all independently moving with that, just like we saw and what I've been trying to explain in the videos, right? These orbs, right? So other videos I have to bring up. I think there's one video. Did I send it to myself? Yeah. This one.
I cannot believe I'm getting this on video. Bitch.
Wow.
Told you. I ain't about to release this shit though. I'm not trying to have somebody follow me. Bro, what in the hell?
He already knows that he's recording something that the FBI will be at his house for. Definitely look at that. That's a legit video. You can see the way the clouds are passing over the 3 illuminated lights in the sky. Incredible stuff coming out from North America yesterday and today. All the footage, everything that I've been going on about for the very longest time. I think I have it right here on my page. You'll see on the Facebook. There, so I posted this one 2 years ago, July 2022. You can see the 3 suns right there. And no, and in one video, you can see smudges on the window, so you know what the smudges are, and you can see lens flare too, and it's separate from whatever these 3 bodies are, like I said, traveling together, following the real sun. You can clearly see that the real sun has its unique glow and color shine to it, and then there's these fake things behind, right?
Yeah, well, hopefully it wasn't a big tree, Jake. Hopefully it wasn't heavy, and there was no damage. Keep us updated, sir.
Again, 2 years ago now for that one. And the day that I saw 3 suns, I did the live in my car, so that's all here.
I just want to make a video quick post that I just saw 3 suns. There was 3 suns, only one real sun, so God's sun. So obviously the sun that God created, the greater light of the day, is the natural one. It shines differently, as you can see in some of the videos, opposed to other people have seen it. And it's orange, like they can't replicate it perfectly. So the one that NASA has and the one that China has is like a white light. And NASA has been following the real sun for goodness knows how long. That's another reason why we're getting these heat waves in certain parts of the world that aren't really supposed to be getting heat waves because they're nowhere near the equator. Yeah, I'm just on live. I'm still banned, so I'm restricted. So I just thought I'd do this while I'm driving. See who can jump on. I know some people are messaging me and they saw 2 suns.
Sorry.
So that's how it might appear because 2 of them.
So I'm just trying to gather like a timeline here of how long this knowledge has been screaming to try and get out, right? And finally, we got more than enough people that have seen it now. So what did I bring up earlier? I had.
Welcome to Moo Math and Science and an atom. Matter is anything that has mass and takes up space. Examples include stars and planets, a dog, and a rubber ducky. Most of the matter in the universe is made up of atoms. A substance that is made up of only one kind of an atom is called an element. You can find all the elements in the periodic table of elements. Each atom is also made up of smaller particles known as subatomic particles. In the nucleus or the middle of an atom are 2 subatomic particles called the proton and the neutron. The positively charged
So this is why I brought this up, because this goes in line with what the orbs are doing. So remember, there's 3 orbs, right? And then there's we've got 2 things named atom that are now part of the creation story. And then we get, of course, the first and foremost, Adam, right? The original, God's first creation for man, right? The first man. So Adam, atom, and atom, right? So the Egyptian god Atum. So we heard okay, there's the atom. This is pretty much what we see. So in that video with the 3 orbs, when they were moving yesterday for the ritual, this is how they were moving around the white sun. Yeah, there it is. Is it clear on the screen? So I played this earlier, but this has got some amazing information regarding Atum and what he did.
For all ancient peoples, the world was filled with mystery. Much of what they experienced in the world around them was unknowable and frightening. The ancient Egyptians looked at the stars, the flooding of the Nile, the sunrise and sunset,
sun worship,
and contemplated life and death, justice and injustice, good and evil, right and wrong. They tried to seek an explanation that came in the shape of a vast pantheon of gods. So they honored them by embodying them into a physical form in the images of human and animal shapes that can be found all over Egypt, in Cairo, Alexandria, Luxor, and Aswan. Concepts such as justice, ma'at, conscience, life after death, eternity, paradise, and hell were all made up in ancient Egypt, from which all these values and ideas appeared in the later religions and civilizations. In this series, Gods of Egypt, I promise you, my much respected viewer, to introduce every Egyptian god in a brief account based on trustworthy sources of Egyptology. Atum, the god of the oldest creation story ever told.
Wow.
In ancient Egypt, Atum, alternatively spelled Tem, Timu, Tam, and Atum, was one of the early gods of Egyptian mythology, associated with creation and the Ennead of Heliopolis, a pantheon of 9 deities. Etymologically, his name denotes completion or ultimacy. Atum was thought to represent both the self-engendering origin of the cosmos as well as the setting sun. Mythologically, he was most renowned as the father and mother of the gods.
Yep, the father and the
According
mother
to
of the
permanent
gods.
texts,
What does it take to be a Shen Yun? To know that the only limit is in
on the solar eclipse aftermath. We got the scenarios at hand for you. Actually, during the solar events, they were already actively preparing the next playbook. And it's very odd that they would do it on April 8th. It's also very odd that nobody saw it. But this is the unwinding chapters. And as we get ready to move in towards next week, get ready because you're going to see the headlines coming out. You're going to see the headlines coming up. It's going to be exactly what we said it was going to be. The days of sickness leading up, and then them saying, oh, people are now being introduced and there's some strange thing happening. That's where this all is going to go. Because April 8th, they were already putting out the alerts to everybody, and they were preparing for this plan. If you look right here on screen, what does it say right there? April 8th, they were in Geneva, where CERN was at, and they were setting up their little dialogue for realizing the right to health in a world of turmoil. And we told you, we said it's the perfect time to release anything during the time of the eclipse because you get to say, experts say that there's no such thing as sickness during that moment. And this was put out as well on Radar by BP Earth, and obviously he said some YouTubers.
You literally spelled Sean with a W twice. That's kind of silly. How about with a single U instead of a W? Why the double? Why not just a single?
Said that this might happen, which you could have just said, I was one of them. It won't hurt to give a little credit. But as you can see, along the path, it was a lot sprayed. Exactly as we said, this was showing up on Radar along the totality path. Totality. How you say totality? Sound like you're going to say fatality in Mortal Kombat or something. But getting back serious, along that path is where it was sprayed. And like we said, World Organization literally comes out April 8th, preparing for everything. Then they try to say that the leader of the Higgs boson has died on April 8th, which is all just very strange. The dude who supposedly found the particle that they call the God particle. So there's some other ritual behind that for him to pretend to be dead or to maybe sacrifice himself for a higher purpose. What do you think? The other thing people said, and I told you, I said the aerial ops was being taken over by the C-130J-30 Super Hercules. That's what happened. And I'm just updating you to remember that because some people's like, oh, it's just a fire plane, like not doing any research at all. When this is a multi-use plane for biological materials, for chemical materials, for fires as well, for hurricanes. But there was no fires on April 8th. So you got to be a complete idiot to think it's flying around for fires on April 8th.
Yeah, Jake, if you hit the link, you can join, and if you know how to present like on your phone or laptop, I don't know what device you're using, but otherwise you can possibly email it to me if you're not super tech savvy. StreamYard's not too hard to use. You hop up and there's a way to present on the screen at the bottom. It says present, and then it allows you to share your screen. So if you're on a laptop, it's really not that hard at all. On a phone, I think you're able to as well, if I'm not mistaken. It's worth a shot.
But it's the state of delusion.
Feel
that
free.
People have sunk into, and obviously it doesn't matter what I say. Only the people that's aware of this knowledge will get it. So people are saying here on this channel that they seen white dust like falling on their vehicles, and in general seeing white dust. And I just want to confirm more with you right now. Did you see white dust anywhere in these locations around the eclipse when planes were flying by? A lot of people said the planes wouldn't show up on radar. Guess what? Somebody found the plane on radar. And guess what type of plane it was? It was the exact type of plane I told you it was. And they said 2 planes flew directly over the sun. Only one showed up on my app because it's obviously a covert one, probably the other one. What type of plane was it? It was a C-130H Hercules. Exactly what we said it would be. They was flying at what altitude? 9,900 feet. So if you're questioning, okay, how high were they? And could we have seen them? The aerial sprays, you could not have seen them. It was invisible. That was the whole point of it. So moving forward from that scenario here, another person said this on my channel. They say, so I was delivering packages in Austin right after the eclipse came, a massive rainstorm. Immediately, I was wet and itchy. I got home, racked some of the rainwater into a collection disc. We'll soon see what they spread in the Texas sky. So Teacup 3946 I want to say, like, basically, if you get that information out, I already sent the email under that comment, and you can just get it to us, and we can then see what happens. The problem with that is this is what I'm thinking. The FBI, CIA, they have all these different whatever things that they can do, and they can disappear within hours. So let's say you tested it hours later after it was dropped, and you thought you was going to get results, and you didn't, because it could totally disappear at that point. But I'm hoping not. I hope it is not, and I hope we can see what's happening. I hope we can get more information on that scenario. As far as the sickness goes, we got videos up coming on that where people are talking about how they feel. Because like we said, obviously this isn't the full phase of it coming through. And we said people have seizures and stuff like that. That was a potentiality. We didn't really see a mass thing of people having seizures. Sure, it was like one report of a man dying of seizures. Rest his soul. He was like 67 years old, but then they looked at it and they said there was no foul play. They don't know how he actually died. They didn't say if he had any heart issues. They didn't say anything. He just died of a seizure walking with his family on the solar eclipse. But it wasn't a large spread thing where it was a bunch of people having that issue happen. And we didn't see the animalistic stuff, but we're going to talk about a story that somebody brings up in 2017. So, but first, this is a story from this eclipse. And we're going to go ahead and bring up a story from this eclipse and what's going on and how people are feeling.
I'm in Texas and was in the path of totality, so like it got completely dark, like it was amazing, so cool. But now I have a horrible migraine and I'm like really sick to my stomach, like I'm feeling nauseous. And so do my parents, who I viewed the eclipse with. And at first I thought it was just because I have a lot of pre-existing health conditions and temperature change in atmosphere, you know, affects me. But like my parents also feel sick, so I'm like, does anyone else feel?
All right, so that's people saying that themselves. And here was another comment that came in here on the channel that we want to look at here. It says in Tazewell, VA, there was something kind of thick in the air and it did burn direct skin contact. So that's two people saying that. One person had itchy skin, but this person says burn skin contact. I've seen the Hercules in Richland, VA landing at a small air landing strip. This plane is huge, like a 6-lane freeway would barely fit this plane. There was a puddle amount up and I looked, wait a minute, and it looked like a rainbow. Is this it? Well, it could have been if you've seen the Hercules plane. I mean, how many of you did see that when you was out there? Somebody said sounds like radiation sickness. I'm not sure. There was one plane that crossed the sun in my video. I was in totality. Surprisingly, the sky wasn't covered in chemtrails. Pray they didn't spray the unseen crap on us. I remember we have all the tools and stuff like that to potentially fight back against this. First way you got to remember, it's all about the fear tactic that they're causing. And here's one of the memes they have. Now draw her with the eclipse virus. Check it out. 2017, though, somebody was saying how they had this weird experience. And obviously during the eclipse, here's what they always say. NASA has previously dispelled the misconception that the eclipse has an impact on human health. The agency said there is no physical relationship between total solar eclipse and your health. That's why they can get you. You see, there is no impact. There is nothing happening to you.
So the secret to becoming a millionaire is right under everyone's nose. Now, when you figure,
no matter if you feel sick, no matter if we dropped stuff on you in 2017 and people felt sick.
Were you trying to say cocaine? That's what I got out of it.
Now let's go back to 2017 though. How people, this lady came out with a story talking about how she like just zoned out and just felt like she was in a zombified state. This story just came out just a few days ago. Immediately she sensed both light and dark at once. Interesting, because light and dark is what's happening at the solar eclipse. And recall thinking, is this what it's like to take LSD and stare at the sun? She also noticed a zombie-like effect and said others look dazed and confused. So they're all out there at the eclipse, and they're like, oh, what's going on here? I don't know if it was like that this year because we haven't got enough information out yet, but we'll be looking into more. She proceeded to hike out a cliff, even as she felt unbalanced. It was the weirdest thing. I started tripping and I fell on my face. I fell straight up and there was blood all over my face, all over the place. She said she was rushed to the hospital where she received 5 stitches to the knee, which had been open to the bone, which she said she was a very experienced hiker. She didn't just randomly just start hiking and didn't know what she was doing. So it's just like the symptoms and everything that we're hearing is highly strange right now from what I'm getting from people here. And there's another person who basically has sent in an email who say they are personally connected to censored doctors and scientists in the US and internationally who says they know a little bit more about how Marburg and Ebola will be released. They're saying they want me to contact them and stuff like that. So, I mean, they're supposed to be from some organization. We'll see what's happening on that note. We'll see. We'll dig down into it. But what is more interesting is that the next couple of days over this weekend, just this random scenario is going to be happening where you're going to have large movement of military helicopters, it says expected in Northeast Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, and they don't tell you anything that they're going to be doing at all. So let's read into it here. It says that there will be a large movement of military helicopters Monday. It says Saturday, Sunday, Monday. It's no need for concern as usual. They say helicopters will be moving from central upstate New York into Philadelphia metro area for an unknown purpose. According to Wilkes-Barre International Airport officials, they've been informed of the expected movement of military aircraft will pass their airspace in the coming days. According to airport officials, a total of 70 helicopters will fly in smaller groups over this period from Rome area to the Philadelphia area. Details about the specific helicopter type and the time of these flights has not been disclosed. Airport officials said that the helicopters will be flying through the airspace over those 3 days, but did not say whether or not this will impact flight operations there or elsewhere. You look down into it a little bit more here. It shows it says Rome Airport, known as Griffith, I think that's how you say it. International Airport doubles as home to a U.S. Air Force research laboratory. While the FAA isn't reporting any closed airspace, they have issued NOTAMs for Philadelphia to Wilmington, Delaware corridor for the next time extending from now through to Monday, simply declaring the issue VIP related. A NOTAM is a notice containing information essential to personnel concerned with flight operations, but not known far enough in advance to be publicized by other means. It states the abnormal status of component of national airspace system, not the normal status. Wilkes-Barre International Airport officials wrote on their Facebook page, the public is advised that this is only an exercise. there's no need for concern. So that's supposed to be happening over the next couple of days. I just wanted to give you an alert heads up on that scenario because we don't know exactly what's going to be happening there, but we do see that they're going to be actively moving. There's going to be stuff going on. Somebody said, I did go to work yesterday. Stunk issue still kind of them in Michigan. Let's see. Appreciate that super chat for $4.99. I'm trying to see what that super chat says. Says the demons are the same aliens, government behind government based on Saturn. This is the war of light against darkness. Yes, we are in a war, definitely. Somebody says, been feeling tired since the eclipse. I'm glad live on the eastern side of the Sierras. Where were the National Guard? Somebody says 90% is far porn. Do you mean fear? Yeah, I mean, okay, let's say the 90% was, the biological part definitely wasn't. That's what got dispersed. All the other, the world's going to end, people's going to be raptured, giants, whatever, all the other stuff. It wasn't the reality. It wasn't. And so on the other end of all this, though, like I said, next week, Monday, get ready, prepare, because that's when Monday through that week, they're supposedly going to prepare to roll out all the other things that they're planning, which is a pandemic effect. So basically, I think the best thing I could do is basically do what you can to get your body in the greatest health as possible. Stay energetically in a good level. Don't be afraid. Just start just relaxing, get into nature, as long as you're not getting sprayed to death. Just continue to build yourself up. And then remember that when you do that, also internally, you actually externalize energetic forms of life that helps you basically thrive in these environments when everybody else is not. So again, we're all facing some crazy stuff right now, and I'm going to continue to break down information. The best thing you can do is share it out. We can get it far and wide, and we can come back and have more detailed information. And if you have some information, remember, sjackson2447@gmail.com, and we're going to bring out like samples, or air samples, or whatever you have, anything that you've done that can help us actually identify what's going on. That's going to be the best objective move next for all of us, because that's what we're going to be breaking down. So you want to stick around for that if you really want to understand what's going to happen next. Thanks for tuning in. We'll have more coming.
Welcome. I am now live back in Crusaders of the Resistance headquarters. I am King Nico. Today, I witnessed a fake eclipse at Niagara Falls, Ontario. 1 million people did not show up. I was there in person. It was empty. So I can imagine now, after being there and witness what I witnessed, not something that's supposed to be 93. These people make no sense, right? This is not light refraction, right? So yeah, right. What's that? That doesn't make sense. Okay, so again, before the sun was even eclipsed, it was not bright. It was just a white disk in the sky, right? Which made me be like I told you before, that the real sun is yellow and the fake sun is white. This is why I'm telling you that this is a fake sun. Okay, let me bring up. Okay, I think I figured out how to share the footage properly. Taken today. There's the real sun. I'm zooming out. I'm zooming out. Can you see that? Let me see what you guys are looking at. Look right above my scrolling Crusaders of the Resistance email. Can you see it? I'm going to make it bigger. Watch. I'm going to make it bigger. Okay, so there's the sun up here. It's not that white circular disc that we saw today in Niagara Falls. That white circular disc is down here, being eclipsed by the moon. Do you see this? What the hell is going on in the skies? This was taken outside my work in Denver, Colorado. Yes, Karen STR, holy SHIT. Morella Angel, thank you for your comment on Facebook. Morella says that of all the videos she scrolled through the clips, my footage was the best, right? So thank you. You guys see it, right? Tanya did not manipulate this picture. It's not edited. Trust me, I would know. Stacy says, wow. Tanya says, I couldn't believe I caught that. Hey, yo, for real. Gaming with Shaz. Great catch. Great catch. So I did not take this picture. I'm busy at Niagara Falls under a man-made rectangle square blanket of chemtrail cloud above the whole thing, right? Covering the buffalo and stuff. I saw it. I called it live when I saw it. And now this picture just proves that there is multiple light sources. So what they eclipsed in Niagara Falls on that pathway was not the real sun. That was what they created, the fake sun simulator. The real sun was up here. As you can see, it's right there in Denver, Colorado. And in the distance, you can see along the solar path, there's the fake white sun simulator being eclipsed by the fake moon simulator. No one's seen the moon in days. And as soon as it finished, the moon's gone, missing in action yet again after its amazing appearance for this eclipse, gone. So look at this picture. I want to zoom in some more, everything. So let's get it up here. What is this? What is this down here? That looks like what we saw in Niagara. And what is this over here? That's the real sun. Look at the rays. This thing that was being eclipsed down here was not shining like that. It was just this white light, right? Simulator and a fake moon, because the moon's been MIA for a few days now. Footage. Everyone wants to see footage. We got videos. Let's get it back up on the screen. Multiple light sources. Let's try and get this up back. Now we are witnessing on this ritual day. There's the real sun over there. It's not being eclipsed. It's true. Everyone's no, I'm good. Thank you, though. Thanks. Can you guys all see that? Am I the only one that's freaking out here blind? Are you not seeing that there's multiple light sources in the sky? There's one there. There's two of them. So below the eclipse, there's two light sources right there. Wow, Kelly, you did. Are you not seeing this? The bioplane's unbelievable. Okay, thank you. Take it easy. Sorry, I am losing my mind right now. Look at what's going on behind the clouds. You can clearly see the sun being eclipsed. Look at the light source shining there. What is that? Okay, Nat sees it. So okay, guys, I've been saying this for years. Now we are witnessing on this ritual day. There's the real sun over there. It's not being eclipsed. The real sun is not being eclipsed. I said it live. There comes a big cloud. Now it's going to be all dark. We got about 30 minutes. There's helicopters. There's militaries there. Militaries over here. Are you seeing this? This is like, yeah, very apocalyptic scene here. Look at the flyovers. Yes, of course, Roxanne, for sure. What we just see. You can clearly see the sun being eclipsed, or what they tell us is the sun. It's a body of light claiming to be the sun. And around it, below it, to the side of it, there's another sun. You can see the light. Okay, let's go look at the balls. Calm down. Look at these. Look at the flyover here. Beautiful, beautiful. Oh, boy. Okay, everyone, share this video. If you see it, you see it. With my commentary, I'm telling you what I'm seeing. I've been talking about this. Thank you, Whitney, for tagging people. Honestly, the cosmos is mind-blowing and it's not. They cannot cover up for this with their nonsense. I'm going to expose this. I'm going to scream it louder. And anyone that comes, another light source around the eclipse. Jesus. Surrounded by. No one knows what's going on. Everyone's wearing their magic glasses. I'm staring at it with no freaking magic glasses. Nothing. Okay. Sources. The light is bouncing off behind me, and then the light is not orbiting me and rotating and moving in weird design patterns in the sky, right? The light stays. Wow. Okay, let's go back. So a couple seconds. Watch it. Okay, this is obviously a fake sun. You can see the roundness of it there. It's been hidden under clouds and it's got cloud cover all over it to try and disguise what's going on. So yeah, they control the skies, and then they'll put these fake sun simulators within clouds too, right? So watch it pass in front of the moon and the sun. How is this possible?
So what do y'all think? Level Plane says lesser eclipse. I could zoom into them alone and they were still there, so it wasn't a camera glare, more like a weird effect from the firmament dome and the whole holographic moon and black sun. From where you were, it looked like they were too close to the center of the main sun.
I'm doing it as slow as I can. There. So right now, there's no way this is possible with what they tell us. What is going on? Look, they just passed over the moon and the sun, and it's about to pass it again and reveal behind it. So obviously, look, there's the white sun.
So what do you guys think? You think it was a manufactured eclipse? Drop a 1 in the chat if you think it was a manufactured eclipse. Drop a 2 if you think it was a regular eclipse. Drop a 3 if you really don't know. I mean, which is, I guess, what I would pick. I would drop a 3.
Right. Oh my God. And now there's another one coming around here. There we go. This guy, Mason's Christ is my king, but I also have the inquiring mind of a scientist that has no place in this world. So Condog is asking, how was it fake? Silver Slicer. He says, if it really was fake, the stream would be wiped off YouTube so fast. Trust me, everything's so shadow banned on my channel and so censored. It's just a matter of time. We already have Masons in the chat right now. Like I've been telling you, I'm on the government watch list of every nation, and every lodge and every Mason has been told to come in and get my stuff off the internet, right? But I'm resilient. I'm going to keep pushing through with this truth and make sure it spreads. We're going to crush the Masonic order and all these satanic lies and deceptions, right? So that's what we're exposing here. And I have the evidence here. I've got multiple sources of information, pictures, videos, and all the lies I did leading up to this to tell you. I said this was going to happen. I even said this morning before I went to Niagara Falls, I said, I don't even think it's going to be a real eclipse. They have fake sun simulators. So I'm not a friggin' psychic or anything like that. It's in the books. They reveal it to us what they're going to do, and all we need is someone like myself to call it out, and that's what we're doing. What we saw today was a fake eclipse, and everything here proves that. So again, admitting I am probably somehow Masonic adjacent. Okay, I'm not going to read your comments anymore. Condog is saying my name.
That actually makes me really want a musical break, especially since we got a new face. We got Black Apple in chat here. It actually was an artificial eclipse. He has proof. All right, well, hey, drop a link or drop a if it is a link, then is it a link? But anyway, the spirit of liberty is rising, folks. I don't know if you can feel it. So I feel like it's just appropriate to remind you. If I can just remember the name. Man. All right, hold on. Let me try to find this file.
Sorry. Okay, Mason's here. Guys, ignore these people. They're flooding the chats with their crap. So let's put the videos up and make them look stupid because they cannot. So watch these light sources come around this fake eclipse now. So there's a second light covering the moon now. And now it's moved aside. So we just saw 2 light sources pass by the fake.
Yeah, what how do you have it in a link, or do you want to email it to me? Black Apple, I'm curious. And Jake also, Jake was gonna come through as well with the pictures or something. So or you could just hop on the panel. There's the link. If you have a laptop, you can present it. Hopefully you're not a porn bomber. All right, let's continue.
Eclipse.
Oh, I try to find this file.
And now the cloud cover, right? There's the military, the choppers, the C-130s. Can you see that? So this right here is the footage that the whole world needs to see. You can see the separate light sources. And this is going to prove that all those other truther channels on YouTube and Rumble and all these people pretending that they're exposing satanic rituals, if they don't jump on this and try to give you science of refraction, then they're government ops. We are going to expose everyone with this one video, with this ritual that took place, because you cannot tell people, sensible people, born-again Christians, that this is science, right? That's nothing scientific about this. This was satanic. Look at that. We're witnessing some of the craziest ish I've ever seen in my life to do with these heavenly bodies, right? I've seen blood moons and eclipses before, but nothing like this. Nothing like this. Even with the minimal coverage, what we did see going on behind the clouds was crazy. So what I'm telling you is that they have their fake sun and their fake moon be eclipsing each other, and whatever part of the ritual is, they had two separate other suns, right? Doing a freaking orbit around them like that, spinning around the eclipse. That's what you can see. That's what you see going on in this video, not light bouncing off of clouds, right?
All right, this is what it was that I was thinking of. It reminded me of this because the spirit of liberty is rising. You can kind of feel it in the air, like King Nico said, right? Crusaders of the resistance, as he calls it.
A star of species greater than you. I'm Satan, the spirit of the destroyer that is destroying the planets with genetic engineering, mutilating God's creation and vandalizing the human species, the Creator's greatest creation. And my plan is to sell you on destroying yourself and your family and loving death and turning off your survival mechanism and destroying your family so the state and the computer robot age can corner every last one of you and slowly suck the life force out of you into the black of deep space. I mean, shut up! Shut your murderous fat mouth, you pig! Here's the issue. They've taught people that love life to lay down and be cowardly. That's over. You understand that, scum? You're not turning our life force off. You're not flipping ourselves the struck switch. The spirit of liberty is rising, filth. We're going to warn people about the vaccines you hope everybody takes, so everybody's mentally retarded and bumbling around so you can have your way with us. You give us all your genetic disorders. Not going to happen, filth.
Allegedly, whoa, allegedly, according to AJ.
We're going to show everybody what you've done. We're aware of your operation. Your operation's blown. Oh, and Bill Gates, I'm take my shot. It's not threatening. And that whole voice is fake. Behind the scenes, Bill Gates like, I'm in command. He literally, he goes, really fake. Literally, behind the scenes, Bill Gates, Sterling Rocket Team. I don't know people that know him. He does it in speeches, all of a sudden he'll just go, that's good, I will kill them. It's a top general of Satan. And Satan just, oh, we're making kill them now! Slaughter them, you understand, I will destroy them! Liberal! The spirit of liberty is rising, filth. We're going to warn people about the vaccines you hope everybody takes, so everybody's mentally retarded and bumbling around so you can have your way with us. You give us all your genetic disorders. Not going to happen, filth. We're going to show everybody what you've done. We're aware of your operation. Your operation's blown. You piece of garbage! No, dirty Americans. You keep your filthy mouth shut and you stay in your house and you wait for Bill Gates coming with his fourth shot. You
What the fuck happened, dude? Why are they doxing my broadcast for now? Why are you guys fucking me like this? All right. Well, we couldn't finish the song out, but
you see separate light sources.
you heard the gist of it. It's a good ditty.
Right? Doing an orbit motion.
I'm checking my email now.
Up and down and around and sideways around the fake bodies that are creating this fake eclipse. So let's hear what everyone else has got to say. Let's bring up Tanya's picture yet again, because people are jumping in and out wanting to know how the eclipse was fake. So look right here. Yeah, demonic orbs. And it makes sense with satanic rituals and their logos, right? What else would it be, right? So if you, oh boy, don't worry. I may not be able to explain it all tonight, but if you know me by now, I'll spend the next 8 hours this whole week making these videos and breaking it down, how this orb motion around those bodies that they're creating an ellipse with, right? To call upon Satan and his army. I'm going to tell you what those orbs are, because that's what we witnessed in the sky. Yeah, so it did clear up really fast. The moon is now missing again. It completely disappeared. you think you see it, and no, it's gone, right? So whatever took place, and now everyone's pretty much thinking, oh yeah, I saw the eclipse, it changed my life, yay, and let's go back to life. They just performed the craziest satanic ritual. And if people can't get on board and see this now, then that's the end, right? The tribulation will begin, the mark of the beast will be enforced. Like, they are laughing at you and mocking you, right? That they can do anything, make you wear masks, plastic glasses, put poison in your body. They run you. You are not the controller of you. You are run by the higher ups that want you to be what they want you to become, so they can control you and take your soul to the lake of fire, right? Ashman, good to see you, brother. So we got Ashman from Tunisia tuning in into the house today. So yeah, I don't know when North Africa's last eclipse was, but what we saw today was not an eclipse, brother. It was some fake satanic ritual, crazy stuff going on. I don't know if you've seen the video, but we're looking at a picture now that shows the real sun and the fake sun being eclipsed in the distance. So let's zoom into the picture that was sent to me by Tanya from Denver. So the sun is high up in the sky here, and you can see it's bright. There's the rays. What we were looking at today had none of this. It was just a flat white light, right? No shine or anything to it, right? So as you can see, the real sun is here, high in the sky, reflecting off of the dome firmament, which creates this corona here. So that's the sun. Down here in the distance, look what we have. We have the white sun being eclipsed by the fake moon, right? So guys, there's two suns, multiple light sources. So right here, we have these orbs orbiting this fake satanic eclipse, and here's the real sun here in the distance, which is why they prayed and hoped and kept throwing out that millions of people were going to be in Niagara. There was barely 20,000 people there today. They really wish they could have got millions of people to be in that one spot to see a big nothing burger, right? So they could prevent pictures like this getting out of the real sun and the fake eclipse happening in the same sky, right? It was definitely Cap, says Lady Quest. Preach, my brother, says Judy. Morella says, my video proves the eclipse happened at Niagara Falls, and it most likely bounced off to CERN. Exactly what I said the ritual was going to be all through the days leading up to it, as we were figuring it out, looking at everything, and yeah, we found out it took place, right? And what we saw was more than we bargained for, right? Even with the mega chemtrails, right? So Condog is asking, what do I think of the New Madrid earthquake connection with the eclipse path? Yeah, I brought up the earthquakes this morning. The one that really stood out was the New York eclipse, because New York equals 666 in gematria, and that was a 4.8 magnitude earthquake, just like hours before the eclipse or days, right? So 4.8 is also today. And again, all rituals for Antichrist has everything to do with Obama, who was born on 8/4, and today marked 8 months and 4 days until 8/4, August 4th. Crazy numerology surrounding today. Today also equal, today's numerology was 666 in gematria. So we did witness an eclipse. It took place. So whatever they're doing, whatever they summoned, they're moving on to the next part of this end times apocalypse, right? Yeah, the three suns. Wow, Alicia. Yeah, so it's been a good couple of years now since we saw the three suns, since I've been wishing I had video footage. We got by thanks to Katie and Jeff that supplied me with the next best video I have of multiple light sources in the sky in north, south, and east, right? So incredible.
Yeah, so I just checked my email, Black Apple, and it's TikTok. So I don't know if I have a TikTok to do I need one to be able to view the video? Because I don't even know if I have one. I might have made one at one point and just like posted a short or something. A big branch fell on the house, but the heaviest part just missed. I'm glad. Wow. All right, man. God is good all the time. All the time, God is good. Believe that. Receive that. All day, every day. Prayers go up, blessings come down. One more day closer to God. Walk by faith, not by sight. That's what they would say in the tent. Big ass oak tree looks like a giant's boomerang. People making music and speaking their ideas are good, yet there's always a fear of manipulation from both. Slingshot? Yeah, that's what it kind of sounds like. I just dropped it. It's Pineal Power 23 at Gmail. Oh, okay. Gotcha. I'm uploading some of the footage I have from the... Yeah, I'm down. But yeah, do I need a TikTok to view it? Because... Let me see. This is what it says here. Here, maybe if I just go to your page. Let me see if this works. Oh, okay, here, I could just go to your page. Let me see. Well, I don't know which one you want to check. Oh, no, smart materials. Uh-oh. I don't like the sound of that. Oh. Well, high-low. Let's see. Tent City? The government wouldn't do that, indeed. They would never do anything terrible. All right, let's check these out. Oh, no, that's not. Okay, that's too far back. That's February. Eclipse sickness. Here we go. So is eclipse sickness real? Hold on. Social media says yes, but experts aren't convinced. Oh, so this is from before. Hold on a second. Okay, so this post is from March 30th. Before the eclipse, about a week before the eclipse. It says prepare the emergency room. A total solar eclipse is approaching, and people will claim eclipse sickness. Believes that eclipses can impact human health and psychology, claiming that eclipse sickness is a valid, albeit unexplainable condition. People say they've experienced fatigue, balance issues, vivid dreams, sleepwalking, flu-like symptoms, more vivid sight, sensitivity to electronic devices, anxiety, frustration, and confusion during and after an eclipse. Experts think people may potentially... Okay, what is an eclipse? What is eclipse sickness? An article published on Kentucky radio station blog explores the... Hold on. Okay, so a radio station's article. Someone said, I started to feel kind of weird as the light changed and my shadow looked strange. Began to feel sick and had to lean against a truck. Okay, we got a link. Music today is like an evil spell to the youth. A lot of things are like an evil spell to the youth. I did get your email, but it's a TikTok. I think I'm on your page now, aren't I? Isn't this your page? Get up, come on, get down with the eclipse sickness, yeah. Get up, come on, get down with the sickness. Open up your... So yeah, I don't want to read this whole article, but we had safely removed our glasses since we were in totality. I remember looking at my surroundings in the strange light. I was feeling worse. Feeling faint. A headache after the eclipse. Author also mentions having read people online experience fatigue, vivid dreams, sleepwalking, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Let's check the next one.
Our government, with our tax dollars, has decided we're going to start funding a project.
He's not joking. They want to put a train on the moon. This is from DARPA. A train on the moon. Okay.
Our government, with our tax dollars, has decided we're going to start funding a project.
He's not joking. They want to put a train on the moon. This is from DARPA.
Our government.
Okay, says it right here in this 1996 document. Oh my gosh! In that document, it talks about microwaves. Oh my gosh! All right, I really want to go over this document so bad. Let's just try.
All right, this isn't new. Why did I think this was new? How am I going backwards? How does TikTok work exactly? Why is it going backwards? Strange. But yeah, so this eclipse sickness video, ironically, is from from before the eclipse. All right, we'll check this one out. We'll check this one out, and then I'll go back to the one I was
right here in this 1996 document.
The
oh my gosh! In that document, it talks about microwaves. Oh my gosh!
OMG!
Of fog. However, results also indicate the energy levels required exceed the U.S. large power density exposure limit of 100 watts M2, whatever that means, and would be very expensive. Not if you have 5G towers every single place. Smart materials based on nanotechnology are currently being developed with gigaops computer capability at their core. Do you hear what I just said?
See, this is
Smart
why I can't
materials
watch
based
anymore.
on nanotechnology are currently being developed with GigaOps computer capability at their core. This was 1996. Something with each other and by steering themselves within the fog. Holy shit. They could adjust their size
Is Snoop Dogg playing in the background of the video? It's pretty.
to optimal dimensions for a given fog seating situation and even make adjustments throughout the process. I fucking knew that the chemtrails worked with the 5G towers. They might also enhance their dispersal qualities by adjusting their buoyancy, by communicating with each other, and by steering themselves within the fog. They will be able to provide immediate and continuous effectiveness feedback by integrating with a larger sensor network. As mentioned above, UAVs could be used to deliver and distribute these smart materials. UAVs could be used to deliver and distribute these smart materials. Hello? UAVs could be used to deliver and distribute these smart materials. Oh my God. UAVs are those fucking drones that have they're unmanned aerial vehicles. That's what UAVs are, unmanned aerial vehicles. And those are the airplanes that we see that are dispersing all the fog of these smart materials.
Okay, we got another video. Let's be kind and polite, tribe. I'm just kidding. All right. This is the correct video, apparently.
All right. If this isn't disclosure, I don't know what is. I mean, I'm sure some people out there would just claim that this is just one giant coincidence. But if you guys have been following me for a while, you know I've been saying that I do not believe that the April 8th eclipse was a naturally occurring eclipse for several.
Okay, so is that you on the left or on the right? Either way, very pleasure to meet you.
Reasons. And then this morning, my friend in Switzerland sends me this article. Let's take a look.
Perhaps you're neither, I guess.
Now, the article's in German, but I translated it. And the headline reads, Research with Artificially Created Solar Eclipses. The article goes on to say that ESA in Belgium, which is one of the companies I was sharing around the world that have sun simulators, they presented 2 probes just last week that could, and I quote, artificially create solar eclipses if desired, unquote. Okay, and this gets better. You can't make this shit up. The 2 space probes' names are Occulter and Coronagraph. And it just so happens that last week they tested out their Occulter and Coronagraph space probes.
So what's so crazy is we were just, I don't know if you were here, Black Apple, but we were just going over this. And yeah, we were just going over this. I've only been live not even 2 hours. So this exact clip, I had stopped to comment on how interesting the name was, Occulter and Coronagraph. Anyway, let's continue. I don't know why my camera's messed up. Let's continue here. Hold on.
The research team says that the pair of space probes will
All right, let's not get to simping now.
align so closely with the sun that the occulter will cast a shadow on the coronagraph, thus creating an artificial solar eclipse. And if that isn't enough, the article goes on to say that the scientists will use the North American eclipse to test the hardware developed for their mission of their 2 space probes named Occulter and Coronagraph that create artificially created solar eclipses. Again, I'm telling y'all, that was not natural yesterday. And just keeps getting better. So the article was ran on April 8th in the German and Switzerland newspapers, right, which is several hours here ahead of North America. And it reads, we are pleased to announce the launch of Occulter and Coronagraph probes today, April 8th, the day of the eclipse in North America. Another coincidence, I guess? All right, just to recap real quick, let's see how many coincidences we can cram into this one little block. We have this company, ESA out of Belgium, who ironically also makes a sun simulator. They also have a mission, Proba 3, that entails 2 probes named Occulter and Coronagraph. Their mission? To artificially create solar eclipses. They launched those probes, Occulter and Coronagraph, yesterday, April 8th. The researchers claim that they used the North American solar eclipse to test their mission's hardware. Again, I do not believe April 8th's eclipse here in the United States was naturally occurring, but if you do, and you can chalk all this up to one giant coincidence, you probably thought the vaccine was safe and effective too.
Hey-o. Whoopsie. Whoopsie daisy. Coming in hot there at the end. Yeah. What do you guys think about that one? What do you guys think about that one? Interesting. Interesting. If I may say so myself.
Alicia's a witness. I've seen it. I will testify to that 1,000%.
What
All the
the
Crusaders
fuck?
coming out. We have witnesses to this. We're not we're not forcing ourselves to see something we don't want to see. What we're looking at is what was shown to us today. You don't you that don't see the puppets and the energy rituals is not entertainment. Lady Chris wants to send you a picture. Okay, yeah, I'll get to that. Go to my Facebook Messenger. So if you're on Facebook, find me, Nico, King Nico. The main profile picture is this picture here in the corner. Yep, Stevie Pod says they would never lie or fake anything. Everything they tell us is the ultimate truth, right? They care about you. They want you to have your eyes. They don't want you to damage your eyes and go blind. They love you. The government loves you. They only tax you because they care. Thank you, Love Butterfly. So in Florida, we had the fake ass white sun with a fake ass. So thank you for that. I don't know if you saw the video yet, Alicia, but we're gonna bring it back. Mr. Dave Freedom, brother, is here. First thing I noticed was multiple light sources. Wow. Okay. We're getting everyone. So this is a big breakthrough because to have multiple people start to realize and confirm the multiple light sources and bodies of light in the sky is incredible. I heard they were activating CERN during the eclipse. Condog, you have missed one hell of a few days. I wish if you're not yet subscribed, make sure, brother, you subscribe and send me a message and I'll get you up to date on everything. That's why everyone's here and going on, because I already told them exactly what was going to happen with this fake eclipse, right? Okay, let's get the, okay, wait, let me zoom into this picture again. So remember, there's the real sun, and here in the distance, you can see the fake eclipse that took place, all in the same picture, right? That should be impossible if what they tell us is true, right? But it's not.
You think we look alike? Is that what you're trying to say, Tribe? A little bit. Yeah. Now you have a link, a mod, a wrench. So now you can drop links. All right, Black Apple and Rachel knows that, I'm sure. She's with the crew.
Okay, I want to get that video back up. Play it a million times if I have to, right? So let's get this video shared out there so other people can check it out and see what this is, right? We need other people need to check it out. So let me mute it. You've already heard me freaking out. So yeah, I played it in slow motion, frame by frame. Everyone wants to know what happened with the dumb rockets. Yeah. Now this is confirmation. Yes, everyone is getting confirmation that these are the signs in the sky that we're supposed to be looking out for, that we know should not be possible with the heliocentric world they give us, the satanic heliocentrism. Like, people wouldn't understand this. Like, I can see why people won't understand this. Like, I've been woken up to the flat Earth almost 10 years now, so that's why space is long gone from my mind. Long gone, right? All those nebulas and Milky Ways and galaxies and Jupiters with their 17 moons. Trust me, I researched all that crap. None of that stuff's real. It's long gone. All I know is God's great creation, his firmament, his two luminaries that are here within us, small, local, orbiting around us. So once you understand that truth, only then will you understand how we can be deceived. But if you haven't woken up to the flat Earth and you think that there's this massive ball of fire in space and there's this moon rock in space again, right? And we're hurtling through, hearing people like me say, oh, they just faked an eclipse, people just instantly think that is.
Because StreamYard's so whack lately. All right, let's check out this short from Level Plane really quick. Hold on a second. Hit the like if you haven't. Don't be a hater. Don't be a waiter, slave watcher. Whoa, I paused on him on a very weird spot there.
No way on earth.
Jeez. That was a bad stopping point. He looked possessed. Oh, okay. Here we go. So yeah, what do you guys think? Was it real? Is it fake? I mean, what do you think? Any thoughts?
They could fake something like that with the given model of the Earth and the solar system, right? Of course, it's impossible. Everything's impossible with that model. Sent from Philly. So hopefully you found me. Get up in my messages and send whatever information. Condog is saying, I notice how the rockets never go straight up into space. They always turn downward and go horizontally into the horizon. Yeah, and they end up in the ocean. NASA's never sent anything to space. Nothing. So this one video, so much stuff is being proved here. I gotta remember, not everyone is woken up to flat Earth, and a lot of the truth I've been sharing and just been going crazy over for a few years now. Donna saw an awesome documentary on the eclipse ritual by Revelation of Jesus Christ channel. Yeah, I've been sent that. I am subscribed to that channel. Ilya, I honestly respect your spiritual struggle. God bless us for discernment. Yes, George. Love.
Are you saying there was an eclipse yesterday too? Because it's already the 12th, Rachel, in case you're not aware. The 8th was like 4 days ago. So the eclipse was like 3.5 days ago at this point. But yeah, maybe you slept in. So yeah, some interesting still frames here, some interesting still shots. I mean, I don't know what we saw that day. I'm still just processing what might have been. I barely even cared to try to watch it at all. But I did poke outside. And I also did I had 2 pairs of glasses that I tried to look at it with, but I didn't really see much. It was super fucking clouded and sprayed out. Particles everywhere. Particles everywhere, you know? What are you gonna do? Nano sky.
Boy, so Dave is saying, I thought I was making it up in my head. Good to know others saw multiple lights. Thank you, bro. You weren't making it up. You weren't. So when you say making it up, what do you mean by that? Because people need to understand how the mind works when they see truth like that, but can't explain it. So I'm trying to think. So if I wasn't awake to what I've seen, or even if I was and I saw something, I'd instantly be like, oh, that can't be another light source. I know because I used to do it right before I woke up. I know how I would say, oh, it's reflecting. Just like we heard from Ilya, right? I would have told myself the same stuff. Refraction, reflecting, it's a phenomena, it's some kind of space thing. The moon's making it, like, I would have just convinced myself another way and then put it away and gone about my business, right? And forgot about it until the next eclipse in 18 months that they freak out about, right? Just watch that on TV entertainment. Katie's talking about the fake sun. We've seen it as well. So we have multiple people, multiple witnesses that can testify to the fake sun. It's true. It's real. What we witnessed today is just more. It's just enforcing everything I've been teaching you all since the beginning of this channel, of this resistance, of this ministry, right? Everything. It's just confirming everything. I'm not sitting here feeling like an idiot, like, oh, what I told you in Astroworld didn't happen, or it was all just me and a crazy paranoid rant, right? Absolutely not. This is no paranoia here. I'm not ranting. I'm just giving you the facts and the truth and the potentials that they can, and the capabilities of these evil entities, right? And what they're doing with it. So Paolo's here. Paolo, hello, welcome, brother. Today was a crazy day. I'm not sure if you're here in North America, but finally got this damn eclipse out the way. The lead up and the hype for this thing. I see now why. Again, they wanted 1 million people to show up in Niagara. Barely 50,000 people showed up, right? Making it up equals not what you have been conditioned to believe. Experts are disregarding your own visuals. And I could admit I'm guilty of doing that. We all are. When we're in this with doesn't have to be a fully open mind, just even a little curious. It's just going to be like, what the hell? That doesn't make sense. It could be someone that's not so smart academically. It could be someone that's doing a master's degree on freaking rocket science right now. They might look at this and be like, hold on, that doesn't add up with my studies and my equations and the math that I'm currently writing for my master's or something, right? The dog is touching my camera. So watch out, Coco. You okay?
It's a good point from Lady Quest. They faked the moon landing. Why not an eclipse?
So the video, lost the train of thought because the dog knocked the camera, but I believe I was saying that, yeah, someone's writing their masters. We need people to see and question the narrative, right? And I believe this video, this simple 2-minute bit of footage of what happened today could be enough, right? To break even the smartest and higher ups, right? That are still unaware of what they're involved in, right? And that's what we're in the business of doing, is freeing people's minds and bringing them back to Jesus Christ and God, right? Because we're in the biblical end days. Let me zoom that in. Camera looks so weird now. Okay, let's get this video up one more time before I end this live. And hopefully it was a good one. It was worth me trekking down there to Niagara Falls to capture this, because without this video, all we're going to be seeing is the same old regular stuff. Oh, look, cloud cover, eclipse, and that's it. We're not going to get this other aspect that I came into this knowing and ready to look for and happened to find it, right? It was right there in front of our face and they tried to cover it. So if life exists on a 13th month calendar, so we got people in the chat, I've missed these lives. Yeah, I miss doing them, but yeah, life does send you down some certain parts and you just got to like take it and grab it and prioritize different parts. But I'm glad to be back and doing this. I am in school right now, so doing lots of things, all tying into this end times apocalypse. I'm studying AI, right? Coding, Python language, C++. Yeah, I'm ready for what's coming, and I believe, especially after Trudeau just announced, was it $2.3 billion or 3.2 going towards AI and investments for companies, and just the world's changing, and now this ritual took place. You're going to see this AI thing is going to get out of hand with these robots and video generators. Like, people are going to be generating movies with famous people that never even did these movies, right? Like, this music, like, it's already happening, but it's going to happen more and more, and it's going to get darker and darker real quick, very dark and demonic, right? None of this AI or these devices are here to preach the gospel and bring us closer to God and to Jesus, right? It's here to wipe out all of that knowledge for the new world order. So Joseph D'Alessandro saying, I got some crazy pics from New Jersey. What's your email? I'll send them. So you can either send them to my email here, crusadersoftheresistance@gmail.com, or send it. I'll probably get it quicker if you go to Facebook, Nico King Nico. I got multiple accounts on there because I keep getting deleted and banned for stuff like this, right? So look at this picture you see in the top corner there, that picture profile, and send it to my messenger. Thank you, Susie. Proud of me. Crusaders will always be here. Yeah, we're not going anywhere. We keep making these breakthrough discoveries with the truth that we've been preaching since the beginning. So thank you for always showing us the truth. We need this daily. Oh boy, daily. Thank you, Tanya. I'll see what I could do. I did start out doing it daily, but eventually it will. Stuff like crazy stuff like this keeps happening. It's going to have to be constant. I'm going to have to put it on live and never turn it off, because everything that happens out there is going to need an explanation, right? Beam, blue beam, sun that are merging together right now for the ritual. Right. We'll wait till the next one. The Royal Air Force waiting for me to land it. He said this is a no-fly zone. I said I'm licensed and I got permission to fly. And he said no, this is a no-fly zone. So I don't want any trouble. I just wanted to land it and capture it. But yeah, they had everything out there. So that's obviously what the military and the Royal Air Force were telling them. We don't want any drones up there getting above the clouds to try and get anything. I wish I could have went, but the wind up there was just knocking the drone around. I could have just went straight directly up above the clouds. Oh boy, we'll wait till the next one. I'm kind of green from here. So where were you when that picture was taken? Definitely something going on there. But that's an eclipse taking place up here. See, none of this could be lens flare. That I'm not sure what that green thing is. There's something there. There's a dot there. So a lot of this stuff's coming out now. We're getting some interesting stuff. So yeah, sun on right. Yeah, so we're getting all confirmation that there is multiple light sources in the sky. Unbelievable. Okay, check this out now. Are you guys following? We got this all on screen. Okay, we're going through multiple sources now of what people have sent me, confirming that what I've just shared with you is true. That what we just witnessed today was a fake eclipse. Fake. So Dave confirms that the dot is lens flare. Yes. Okay. So we know how to separate from lens flare, reflection. We're very well versed in all of these areas. But when it comes to multiple light sources, yeah, we take all of that into account. What we saw today at Niagara was not lens flare, was not refraction, right? Again, thank you to everyone that's in the chat, sharing everything, that's messaging me. I'm going to get to as much as I can. I believe my camera might die soon, so I'll have to just change the battery. So check these pictures out. So there's an eclipse taking place there. Okay. So it's starting to look out of place now. So there's the sun up here. Again, so people are confirming that they see with their own eyes and feel that something's going on, because they're looking at the eclipse, whether they're wearing glasses or not. There's something being eclipsed here, but there's another light source up here. Like I said, the sun was higher up in the sky today, and they knew that, which is why they chemtrailed the skies, because they knew that with the sun being higher up, it would be easier to perform the satanic ritual and hide it or whatever. But now pictures are coming out all over the place. They couldn't hide it, so they failed with something, but they still succeeded in the ritual taking place. So everything I said is being confirmed with all these pictures that are coming in, right? Yeah, more pictures. Eclipse 1, Eclipse 2. Okay, I think we've seen enough. There's the ellipse that we went through. So an ellipse can only take place in an enclosed system like the world we live in, with a firmament covering us. So here's the satanic ritual that took place, focal point 1, and here's focal point 2, which is CERN, the portal in Geneva, Switzerland. Okay, so I think that's it. I'm gonna get off live. That's it. I'll get to everyone's messages and stuff. So keep telling me your email address not valid. I don't want you to see my pictures. LOL. So Bill, send it to Facebook. Message. Appreciate everyone.
All right, so I'm going to check this one out. Some interesting words were said on a live news broadcast. Eclipse ritual. If you listen, you can hear what came in. Spiritual warfare. Shout out to Yara the Matrix. 13 days of sacrifice, by the way, are upon us here in a few days. April 19th to May 1st. are known as the 13 days of preparation. April 19th is the first day of the 13-day the 13-day satanic ritual day relating to fire, the fire god Baal or Moloch, Nimrod, the sun god, also known as the Roman gods Saturn, Satan, devil, aka many other names. This day is a major human sacrifice day, demanding fire sacrifice with emphasis on children. This day is allegedly one of the most important human sacrifice days, and as such has had some very important. I can't read the rest, but allegedly that is the case. Let's check this out. Yeah, right. He just put together a few interesting optics.
We're almost there. We're almost there. There it is. It's totality. This is just amazing. I can't believe I'm able to bring this to you. I'm taking my glasses off for a moment because you can actually look up and see. We're seeing kind of a diamond effect, but we can see the halo. We can see the corona around the sun. The stars are starting to come out. This is just an amazing sight. I just watch for a moment while I gather myself because I'm just in awe of the sight that I'm seeing right now.
Amazing, brothers and sisters.
Oh man. I got goosebumps. I'm not even there. I'm with you. Wow. I'm with you too. It's hard not to revel in the moment and the wonder of it. Sorry, guys. How you feeling today? Okay. You probably don't know this about me, Robert, but I'm a crier. I gotta let it go. Okay.
This is darker than Nashville. In 2017, the moon was further away. The moon is closer. I just can't believe it. This is unbelievable. It just puts the eclipse in 2017 so small to this.
And there's other reasons it's very special too. You mentioned how this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, so special. It's not going to be like this forever, though. If we were around 620 million years from now, actually, we wouldn't be getting any more total eclipses.
What do you mean?
Well, the moon is slowly moving away from the Earth about 1.5 inches every year. That's due to tidal pull from the ocean, and it makes the moon's orbit speed up slightly, so it drifts out. And that means that in about 620 years, the best you'll get is that ring of fire annular eclipse, and so we won't be able to study the corona like we can now. We won't be able to see this special thing. It really is a cosmic.
So the moon will be smaller in
That's right,
comparison to the sun.
We won't have that 400 times smaller on the sun.
So we really are lucky. It is a blessing. It's a blessing and a fluke that we just happen to be able to see this on our planet with our moon and the sun where it is, and in this moment in human history.
That's right.
Earth's history, I should say. Who knows how long human history is going to last?
Right.
And you see just the moon still just slowly inching across, but it is an eerie feeling. I mean, it really looks like this would be dusk on any other given day. But people all with their heads to the skies, to the heavens, people taking it in just all various ways. Of course, I said this is my first time. People describe this as a supernatural, as a spiritual experience.
Because the moon is so much closer, it looks as big as the sun, but the reality is it's about 400 times smaller than the sun. But what's unique is that the moon is also about 400 times closer to the Earth than the sun, and that very strange, very beautiful, extremely coincidental number ratio that we have there is what allowed us to see what we saw today.
Look at this. This is what NASA astronauts aboard the International Space Station saw, the moon's shadow covering Earth. I mean, I'd never seen an eclipse before, and it was a once-in-a-lifetime type of experience. You could say it was sort of a front row seat to something majestic, even spiritual.
Just swell up the crowd, and we'll see that corona here moments from now.
And there we go. There we have it. Take our glasses off, I guess, at this point. Oh, look at that.
That is just
stunning. Wow.
It really does leave you speechless, doesn't it?
What would happen in space was an ironclad certainty, but the Earth's atmosphere served up a wild card of unpredictability. Here in Dallas, the morning overcast petered out, and a patch of blue broke through just as the day turned to night and back again in 4 minutes' time.
It is stunning. The backlight hitting all the sailboats sitting here quietly along Lake Champlain. The water is barely moving.
Now I see this poking out from the underneath. Very interesting.
It's like ice. It is really, truly breathtaking here in Burlington, Vermont.
They're relatively rare, but also I think it gives people a sense of the reality of the cosmic mechanism that drives things like the seasons, the phases of the moon. Most of the time we don't think about this stuff, but when you have an eclipse where the sun, the moon, and the earth are in a perfect straight line, then it really galvanizes people's awareness.
Your space in your place in space, really, right? And just how we are, just all these little dots. It really gives you perspective, just in this one small galaxy, just how, I guess, reliant we are on all these things that are happening out of our control around us, and this really gives us that perspective.
It sort of puts us in our place in all the right ways, right, Lindsay? And you and I have talked about this on all the big stories we've covered together, whether it's politics in our country or natural disasters or traveling to Ukraine, the war overseas, Israel and Gaza, of course. And we know it can be heavy for people at home, all of the news. And I just hope that today was a break for America.
Well, you heard it here first. It really puts us in our place, It's very humbling to who the authority is, especially if the authority is creating literal eclipses, simulating actual seeming eclipses. Amazing. Solar eclipse or solar psyop. You could check that one out. Let's see. Net probably did a lot of talking. It's 3 hours.
As if you found peace of mind, shattered sound, extra days
Sit around, wonder why you can't be found. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Left alone, face the day. Don't wait.
To start on Monday. My period began late 6 days just to coincide with the eclipse. It's not a coincidence when one commentator, I'm sorry, one commentator wrote, who else? Vertigo caused by flickering bright lights may be a reason for recent ailments. I believe so-called flickering is real, especially for those with underlying tendencies for balancing problems. That was excellent. Okay. So, all right, guys. So I wanted to just go back over that and then later they introduced them to another virus and all of them died. All of the ferrets died. Okay, and that's why they abandoned it, like got away from even doing it. But that was the trial. That was the animal trial that they did run. So right. So if
Can't forget Contagion. You even had Sanjay Gupta in there. The whole, I mean, God, you got to go back and watch Contagion if you haven't seen that.
you watch it, you're gonna be amazed at all the different similarities to how it played out.
Pretty much all the pandemic movies, you know, the Outbreak, Quarantine, all of them. 28 days later, 28 weeks later, which supposedly you can't really find anymore, but I have it here somewhere on DVD.
I mean, it was very, very identical to what we experienced. And I told y'all know the CIA is
Unless, of course, they quote unquote Mandela affected out of my house, right? Of course. Or the feds came in and took them.
behind the movies, right? I told y'all that. They behind the movies, but they also are involved with the planning of things because they directly link to those things, right? So this was for the CV. Now it's rather ironic that we just had this whatchamacallit go down, the solar eclipse. People talking about they sick and stuff. People saw them whipping the skies. They was whipping the skies. And let me pull something else up for y'all real quick. Hold on. Check this out. Hold on. Let me take this down for a second. I'm gonna show y'all something. So I did let me see. Hold up. Let me pull it up on the screen here. So I put the article up the other day. Oh, wait. In Texas history, the Department of State Health Services has issued a warning of avian flu. Okay, has been detected in a resident of the Lone Star State, according to the Washington Post article. This is just the second time in known United States history that a human has caught what is commonly known as bird flu. Bird flu is generally transmitted via migratory birds and has been known to pop up from time to time in the population of other animals, particularly mammals. Recently, 3 different dairy farms in Texas reported they had an outbreak with their cattle, and that was the first known diagnosis in cow. Texas and Kansas dairy herds were the first to report bird flu with their livestock, but now cases have been reported in additional 5 states. It is still unknown if cows are able to pass the flu among themselves, but now that a human also has it following close contact and working with infected cattle, new health warnings are being issued. The Centers for Disease Distribution still maintain that overall risk to humans is very low. So I just happened to, it said April 7th. Okay. So I just happened to be, watching TV today, and then I seen this. I said, I think I'll watch this. It's probably important. Y'all see that? I told y'all they put the stuff in the movies, right? They put it in the movies, and then they act like ain't nothing going on. But I told you who involved with the movies. They directly plot and plan this crap, man. So look at that. Follows an outbreak of avian flu from its origins in Hong Kong market through its mutation into a virus transmittable from humans to humans around the world. You think about that.
I would say one to watch. I wasn't aware of this movie from 2006, of course. Always putting it in movies. Truth and lies, truth in movies, lies in the news. Although there's a little bit of both in each. But what do you call it? A lot of both in each. What was I gonna say? Oh, Toxic Skies. You have to watch the movie Toxic Skies if you haven't. It's incredible what they admit, what they basically are revealing in that movie. It's about a SARS-like virus that infects everybody via chem clouds and spraying. And again, what was COVID? Let's not go there, right? Let's not go there. Trust the experts, folks.
And they've been talking. We already know they've been talking about how we haven't seen the big pandemic yet. It's like, that ain't the big one. Let me go back and play that for y'all real quick so I can refresh your memory on why this is important, because I keep telling y'all they got another one planned. But this time what they're gonna do is they're gonna be able to basically remote control. They're gonna be able to remote control these people that have the smart dust and nanotech. They're gonna be able to control this stuff, man. You understand what I'm saying? Watch this though. Play this again for y'all. Then I'm gonna play some of this movie so y'all can see what's happening. Hold on, why is it not jumping?
Our data from
Listen to this dude again.
I agree with Senior's points there. And I think it's important that we also reflect on the main objective of the vaccine, first of all, will be to prevent severe illness, prevent deaths, to protect frontline health workers, and to protect the most vulnerable people in our society. And we would hope that protection is offered to health workers and vulnerable people all around the world. So the first and primary objective is to decrease the impact that this disease is having on people's lives. And therefore, that will be a major step forward in bringing the world back to some kind of normal. The second phase is then looking at how will this vaccine affect transmission. Senior's right, we just don't know enough yet about length of protection and other things to be absolutely able to predict that. But I think we should be able to get good control of the virus. A decision then to move towards elimination or eradication of the virus requires a much higher.
And that's really one of the wild cards for us. Are pets safe? You know, pets are actually very, very safe. Cats are a species that do tend to have problems with bird flu, but they have to be really in that environment where there's a lot of virus. And so most of us are going to have our cats be just fine. If you happen to work in around a lot of birds or around a flock, or again happen to be an employee of a dairy producing facility, that you want to really think about the biosecurity and the personal protective equipment you can use to protect not only your pets but your family. But by and large, there's really not a lot to worry about at this point. Dr. Carlson, I have to let you go, but
okay, guys. So they're talking about this avian flu, right? Okay, y'all know they saying that this is worse than the CV, and y'all know what they went through when they locked down the country behind the CV. You know all the different measures they implemented. Now let's go watch this video real quick, and I'm gonna show you the similarities and what they got going this time around. Like, whoa, what are we doing? Check this out. I'll play this.
thank you.
I just ain't playing from the beginning though. We need to play this from the beginning.
1,600 rolls, like $50 a roll. This is how it comes out there.
Now, over that time, less than 100 people have died, and most of them handle poultry on a daily basis. 2 weeks ago, everything changed. The H5 virus mutated and is now transmissible from human to human.
So you say this is the start of a pandemic?
Come on, we can't start throwing around the word pandemic. Public panic.
That's what it is. Like the Spanish flu.
The Spanish flu killed 50 million people. That's not what you're suggesting, right? No. Well, actually, we believe that it could be much worse. The H5 virus has a much higher fatality rate than the 1918 Spanish flu virus. We expect 2 to 3 waves in the next year or so. I mean, we believe that the ultimate global loss of lives could reach as high as 150 or 350 million.
And what if we close our borders now, today? Shut down all the airports, seal ourselves off?
I'm afraid it's too late for that.
Well, since 9/11, Hurricane Katrina, we've upgraded our emergency response plans. This is much worse than Katrina. This is like Hurricane Katrina hitting every city and every state at the same time.
It's going to be a long and brutal ordeal that will rip apart the fabric of society. The public is going to be demanding a vaccine, and we don't have one, and we may not have one for 4 or 5 months.
Well, why don't we have one if we've known about it since 1996?
Because every single strain of influenza is unique, and so you can't develop a vaccine until that particular strain comes into existence.
Rest assured, though, every pharmaceutical company in the world is working around the clock to develop a vaccine. It's just a very slow process. And what comment? That's not going to be exactly comforting to the people sitting at home scared out of their minds. They're going to be looking to us for answers.
Governor Newsom, what I can tell you is that time is our friend. The longer the flu virus is around, the less lethal it becomes. So the more time we can buy, the more lives we can save.
And how long before it hits here? We're sure that we have at least a few weeks before it hits America.
That's
1,600 rolls, so they get $50 a roll. But I think it was this out here, we got a stack down there. Really all know after that, the 6 extra aisles, probably 16 months, 18 months to be food Holocaust. It's actually pretty good. Finish around the country, but it's safe. See if it's place on the toy aisles and the hardware. It actually works really well. It's pretty suggestion that new signage also seems to have a positive effect. Okay. You feeling all right? Okay. All right. There's that. Somebody call 911.
Hello? Hello? I want to see my husband.
What's going on, Mom? Why won't they let us out?
There must be some kind of mistake.
You're muted, bro. You're muted, man. Come on, dude. You got way more subscribers and watchers than me. What's going on?
There's a important piece in there, man. And I think what we can do, we can play little pieces, but I can't play the whole clip. I think if I play the whole clip, then we get in trouble. So let me go back and see if I can kind of chop it up, and that way we can get away with it.
I already played all this.
Significant here.
All I can tell you is what the president said last night. The alien flu is here. We're doing everything possible to ensure that we're educating medical personnel around the country about the flu, to ensure that hospitals have detailed plans about the isolation and infection. Developing the vaccine is our highest priority.
Okay. All right. So y'all seen what they were saying? It's the avian flu. That is what they're finding right now. They're saying that the fatality rate is like, if you catch it, 50% of the people that catch it die. That's just what they're saying. Okay. In this movie, they saying the same thing. Okay. In this movie from 2006, this movie came out in 2006. They saying the same thing. Now, what's significant about that? Hold on. Let me play this other piece for y'all. Then I'm gonna tie in a bombshell that's really gonna put stuff in perspective.
All right. Well, thanks for alerting me to that it was fake and gay and sucked ass. Because I was actually just talking about it tonight with my neighbor and wanting to watch it, thinking it was on a streaming platform, not realizing it was just coming out in theaters. So thanks for reminding me. Maybe I won't even waste my time.
Hold up. Check this piece out right here. Listen closely to what they say. Listen closely to what they say on here.
Who would have thought that something that came out of Hollyweird is fucking fake and gay? Am I right?
I'm gonna play it again, guys, because you probably ain't hear it. She said, why are some people dying when other people seem fine? Why are some people dying from this when other people seem fine? Listen. Play that again, guys. Listen up. Hold up, let me finish.
Yeah, I just got here. This is see of course. I'm on my way to see Governor Newsom now, provided the Fortress of Solitude. I'll call you back.
Did y'all chip off of that? Listen to what she said again.
Oh, I didn't realize I was muted. Jeez. Terrible character development, worst plot, no action. Kirsten Dunst. No, not Kirsten Dunst. What's that one movie? The dancing movie she's in? Oh no, that's not Kirsten Dunst. That's freaking that's that other chick. But Kirsten Dunst is Spider-Man. Yeah, I know. Anyway, hold on a second here. Yeah, let's continue.
Dr. Vardak, sorry to keep you waiting. How'd you flip? Flip that switch.
So has anyone actually seen this movie is what I'm curious to know. Has anyone seen this movie before? I hadn't even heard of it, I don't think, before this, so.
There you go.
Oh man, we gotta wait till it come back. Presentation. It'll come back up. Hang on a second. From California, so I know what I'm talking about. He was probably the most like strict out of all him and like the governor of New York. Fatal something. Where did I put it? Then we got this movie, Fatal Contact. Bird flu. That, but for me, it didn't look realistic. It clips went man for the animals. So, and then like I said, the way that solar eclipse went, man, it just did not look realistic. I don't know if you guys saw it like that, but for me, it didn't look realistic. The way it moved just didn't sit well with me at all. Let me see. I'm gonna play it. And see.
I can see. Look at see that dog. That's right there.
Ricky said the moon was in another place when the eclipse occurred. That's kind of what my feeling was, because like I said, what was moving over the sun did not look like a moon. It did not look like a moon in how it moved. I'm tripping off of how it moved. And it didn't look organic at all. It didn't look realistic. Now, I don't know how much of that I caught as far as the difference. And it just like, whenever I load something here, it kind of jumps. So you can't really see the whole video. But I did get the video initially before it got over the sun. This might have been the part afterwards, I think. But you can't really see. Can't really see. But if y'all noticed though, it wasn't like you saw at some point the moon right next to it, and then all of a sudden it jumped over it. So that was odd enough.
Weird. That's weird.
So yeah, man, I don't know. I can only speculate. But let me see something real quick. The virus change what make easier to bear for him. The virus is getting close to a tipping point where it might start a worldwide pandemic, according to the scientists. You don't say. Dr. Sushi Caputi, whatever his dang name is, a well-known bird flu expert. Remember, they got the experts, guys. They the experts. Cautioned during a recent briefing that because H1N1, variety of mammals, including people, were getting dangerously close to the virus, potentially causing a pandemic. Man, they be showing you what they about to do, man. Yo.
You know, I've been hearing rumors about those black microfibers that are kind of worm-like that move inside of those N95 masks or whatever. Sure enough, there are black microfibers on here, as you can see. Here it is, moving.
Harmful parasites, along with the secret technology, has created a toxic environment in our bodies. These harmful particles, parasites, toxins, and poisons exist in the air we breathe, the water we drink, the food we eat, and the medicines we take. Detoxifying the body is critical to long-term health and is a necessity for optimal brain and organ function. To address these growing health concerns with yourself and others, visit detoxificationbypurification.com, where we specialize in treating the harmful effects caused by the integration of these harmful substances in the body by providing products that destroys the foreign organisms and disables the foreign technology meant to control you.
Sure enough, there are black microfibers on here, as you can see. Here it is, moving right now. See that? It's moving.
Well, hey, I guess it's good I never wore CV tests. I mean, masks or took any CV tests. So, hey, there you go. It's always the answer, right? It's not to say I didn't, you know, the chemtrails aren't falling on me. But anyway, all right. What else do we got here?
Are you witnessing this right now?
Bird up.
Holy shit! Look at the two rockets passing by on my live, everybody.
Bro,
Can you believe what I uncovered? Holy shit.
is he serious?
What is this appeared in the sky? It's like triplets. Triplets. Is this triple moons showing up?
Triple moons.
Look at on the right hand side. Look in the middle. Look at the one after the middle. There's one more showing up. What the fuck? What's going on in here? Everybody tell me what's happening here right now.
What's happening?
Look at this. No way. I am not believing it.
Oh, wait, what? How does that happen?
We're in the middle.
But look, the moon is right there in front of the sun. Wait, but the moon is over here. Why is the moon right there if it's supposed to be in front of the sun? Here, I'm using these right here.
Why is it here?
That's insane. Do you see that? If the moon is right there in front of the sun, then why is it over there? I'm gonna go with it. That can't be, or the flat, I don't know, or the flat earthers, right? Maybe it is flat. It's a conspiracy, dude.
I think, hey, this one right here, bro, that's two different clips put together. That's what I think. Because it's too weird to be putting that. Like, I've tried to record. How many of y'all tried it the other day? You had the glasses, right? And you put it over your phone. Don't you know how hard that is to keep doing that on point? Stop playing with me. And I'm very skillful, bro. And it wasn't working for me, man. So I just believe that he can't do it neither. I tried it. I'm kind of jealous if he did pull it off. You feel me? Because it wasn't working for me. That's cap. That's two different videos he spliced together, man. Don't fall for it. But this next clip right here, I don't know, y'all.
So conspiracy news.
I don't know about that.
What is that? Bruh.
Yo, what the fuck? Yo.
And look.
What is that? Bruh.
Yo, what the fuck? Yo.
I've never seen, like, y'all want to run that back? You want me to run that one back? I've never seen a plane pass through clouds and look like that. That shit like a dragon to me. Y'all let me know what y'all thought that was, though. Real talk. If it's
We was
anything, it's not
dragons
a
and
plane.
shit, man. Telling you, we was dragons, bro.
That like a dragon.
What is that? Bruh.
Yo, what the fuck? Yo.
All kinds of weird shit going on, bro. Yeah, you saw that shit now. I tried to tell you. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I'll do the devil's comment. They got something on the devil's comment.
Look that way. See that hard?
Hey, is that one of them rockets?
So you don't think anything happened crazy during the eclipse today? Well, are you sure you were paying attention? Because I captured something crazy. This is the sun. That's a lens flare. So you tell me what that is. It's not a lens flare. And I've been saying for a while that the sun we see is just a projection from the sun in the firmament. And not only did I catch it, but my friend Brandon Thomas, who has the Expanding Reality podcast, used a solar filter and not only caught one, but he caught two. And you guys might not be Bible believers, and that's okay, because I wasn't either until I realized we didn't live on a globe. But if you look at what the Bible says, it talks about the sun being in the firmament. And not only that, but there being layers of the firmament. So if the sun was in the firmament, maybe we are seeing reflections in the different layers of the firmament. Usually, we just see the projection right here. And usually, we can never see that reflection because the sun is so bright that it washes everything out. But when it's partially eclipsed, as seen by the lens flare, we see. And if you're an intellectually honest person and you see things like this that don't make sense in the heliocentric model, you really need to ask yourself, do I continue to believe what I've always believed, or should I seek truth? Truth that might just set you free and let you know that we're in a place that was created just for us. And the beautiful thing is, the choice is yours. You can stay in your beliefs because it's comfortable, it's comfy, it's a cozy little blanket.
The world is yours.
And seek truth and true knowledge. But as always, this is just my opinion. You know, I'm just a satire account purely for entertainment purposes. And I have to give credit where credit is due. David Weiss, the man who created this app, was the first
magnetic field.
Uh-oh, we're gonna start going to Dave Weiss's app. Uh-oh. Optics High.
I found pictures from Wikipedia, examples of lens flare. And this is what it looks like when you take a picture of the sun or anything really super bright. So I took pictures of some of the light bulbs in my home. And yes, they mimic the light that I'm taking a picture of. So I'm wondering, what are we looking at here? Does it have anything to do with this?
Playing God has become possible by way of a powerful magnetic field used to fuse and contain the hot plasma, while withstanding
Let me
temperature
know.
of up to 270 million degrees Fahrenheit.
What do you think?
I went on to the website, to the NASA website, and I found you guys, patent right here. Look up this number right here, and you can find the same patent of what that could possibly be realistically. I'll say again with comfortability, because China already showed you.
Recordings just got better. Hey, it's Dana from StreamYard. I'm so excited to announce
That they're capable of doing it. What makes you think that we didn't have one up there, or whoever created this Earth before this didn't have one? Just throwing it out there. None of us really know for sure, but this is real. It's very real.
I will give $10,000 to anybody that can prove me wrong here. I promise you
We're
won't.
building
So
up.
I'm
Keep
going to
watching.
through old CIA files. Here's a good starter. Is just the CIA basically, in their words, not mine, showing that a brainwave can turn into a particle just like a radio wave turns into a photon. It turns out this explains the whole universe far beyond most people's comprehension. I'm going to explain it in my best layman's terms. Stick around for maybe 2 minutes, and this will make way too much sense. So to start, I was reading a declassified document on warp drives. That's weird. Basically, bending space in one way and at a higher point in another causes space and time to move around you. Those don't seem really interlinked yet until you start understanding that space and time is its own dimension.
Hey, this nigga said it's mid. Hey, look, I mean, you must be smoking that mid right now. You feel me? You just don't want to. You probably, if you don't vibe with it, man, look, you can exit door left. You ain't got to express that. You can go ahead and just get the fuck up out. Step out. I don't want to speak stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't like something, leave, bro. Like, what's wrong with y'all? I don't go to nobody's videos and like under their comments and stuff and leave hate comments.
Now we go to a file like this, where they're studying research in human paranormal abilities. So think about the gateway process. I did a video on this. I did 2 videos on these concepts. Watch them first. They're pinned, or just watch this one. I'll do my best to explain it. But this is basically the 4th dimension. This is a tesseract in 4D. Think about Interstellar at the end when he goes in the black hole and he's manipulating the past. How is that scientifically sound? It wasn't until now. Now, here's another one of those that would make more sense to us. Picture this is your future. Say it's a kitchen. This is your present, your bathroom, and this is your living room, which is the past, like your house. But they're all moving by default of nature and intersecting at different points. So when he
That's what's wrong with him. He don't want to go look up the patent and shit. Lazy. Like, come on. I want to off with his head real quick, but go look up the patent and you'll see what I'm talking about. That's something real. You want something that's fake. You want to be entertained by some shit that's fake. Like, that's what you want to do.
enters the black hole and goes into Murphy's room, he's not in the 3rd dimension anymore. He's in the 4th. Therefore, he can manipulate the past, backed by science. So how does this explain the universe and human paranormal abilities? So when you map out something like the flower of life, which I have a video on, also pinned, watch it or don't, you get something like a torus, which also explains electromagnetic fields. This was not proven until we discovered that the platypus can detect who is what with its beak because of these fields. It goes underwater, its eyes and ears shut down, it's blind and deaf, yet it can pick up electromagnetic fields from your brainwaves enough to know friend from food. And again, these brainwaves turn into particles. We're starting to kind of get somewhere here with how does all this work? There's 5 dimensions. Now, here's a good example of all of these, but it's 2D. It's, we can't really map that out. We can't perceive it. But picture line, dimension 1, square dimension 2. That would be where we live. You can go up, down, left, right, forwards, and backwards. It's 3D. Then you have the 4D, which was the tesseract I just showed earlier, Murphy's room. And then a 5-dimensional cube, which turns into a light hologram. What the fuck is a light hologram? First, just understand how dimensions work. If you had an anthill, a pet anthill in a 2D space, it could never know you exist because it can't perceive you. So you dump a bucket of water on it, and it's like their whole world flooded as an act of God. It's interesting to think about, but just follow it here. Us living in the 3D could never perceive this or this, but we have proof that this exists because we have space and time and ways to manipulate it. So now we look back to these CIA files, and they show even in the 19th century that physicists knew that the 3D was not enough to prove the fundamentals of life, of nature. And they go on to say that it's more so our consciousness projecting thoughts out that affects our reality. How does that work, and why does this make sense? They're actually all very interconnected.
And this information is right here. You can look this stuff up. You feel me? That's what Boy want to do with his lame ass. This right here. Look this information up and read it for yourself. Ain't nobody trying to force feed you or force you to do something that you don't want to do. You know what I'm saying? This is real. They're talking about it right in front of your faces. These are things that we talk about that people need to look more into. You know, it's fun looking at those other videos, but look at these documents that they have on some shit. Imagine when they're showing you these documents, imagine what they're not telling you.
And again, really weird that the oldest history we have, people knew this, but this is that flower of life I'm talking about overlaid on a quantum carpet, which is used to measure density and spaces between particles. So these guys knew something we didn't, and they figured it all out with circles. The government knows it, and most of us don't. And frankly, it's pretty damn confusing until someone explains it out. But if you stick around, this will make too much sense. So picture something like this being the universe we live in, projecting light inwards. Our consciousness would be a part of that because we're creating particles with our thoughts, whether we can see them or not. Kind of goes over the science of manifesting, also heavily seen in the Gateway files. It's weird. It is super weird, but it concretely proves that we live in a 5-dimensional reality, and by physics and getting as far down as the quantum level, it's a hologram of light. And again, the platypus proves this. So do these Gateway files and even our ancient history. We live in a hologram of light. I'm not saying this. I mean, I kind of am, but I'm just reading off these files. We live in a hologram of light, and we produce electromagnetic impulses through our brain, through our heart, that can directly input on our reality. So now you think about stuff like fear-mongering.
One of the biggest sales ever. 30 beef sticks for just $30. Try for $1 each.
Little out there, but follow me.
Yeah, you guys want some beef sticks? Shelly wants some beef sticks.
We're all focused on something bad. So
Right.
what's going to happen? Then you look at stuff like an eclipse or the fucking
I'm sorry, brothers and sisters. I don't know why that happened.
war on drugs. I mean, all these different things, and it creates fear. It creates hate. Okay,
All right, I'm skipping ahead.
if everybody loved more, it would directly change this because
Your tenor of voice, your modulation of voice, your volume of voice, everything about your vibration, anytime it hears it, it believes it. Under hypnosis, you deaden the left brain, the logical
Dr. Delbert Blair. I've heard some interesting stuff from him before, I think, on the pineal gland
reasoning,
and consciousness and such.
conspiracy brain, and you open up the right
I'm
brain.
going to skip ahead, though, a
Drugs
little
can do it,
bit.
but a simple thing like using the spoken word can now do it too.
That is true.
This spine-chilling video is showing the moment a sperm enters an egg. The moment the sperm enters the egg, there is a flash of light. Could that flash of light be proof we have souls? In the Bible, God said to the prophet Jeremiah, "Before I formed you in the womb I knew you, and before you were born I consecrated you. I appointed you a prophet to the nations." Could that flash heaven or hell? And he rose from the dead. Savior and believe.
System, look, we don't judge on this channel right here. Believe in what if you worship trees, look, best to you. You feel me? Whatever you believe in, it don't matter.
Uh-oh.
For us because he
There's a lot of things.
Whatever you
across
believe
America.
in don't
From this
matter.
point onward, there will be nothing but plagues,
Alrighty
which is
then.
the judgment being poured out. You see, the scoffers had to come, for this was prophesied in the Bible thousands of years ago. In the last days will come scoffers, and they will speak according to their own evil desires, and they're going to say, where was this promised presence of his? His days not continuing as they been since our ancestors and our forefathers fell asleep until now. So they was always acting to make light of the situation that happened because they can't see the kingdom of the Most High, because the kingdom is within, and the kingdom cannot be observed with physical signs. And you can't say, look here, look there, for the kingdom is within you. It is inside of you. It is a 5D shift. And many of you have felt that burst of energy when that black knot and that portal opened up. You also seen the celestial sign that was situated right beneath the sun if you was looking at it, right? And you notice that they was spraying skies like crazy because there was a lot of things that was happening. They didn't want you to see it, nor did they want you to feel it. And yet it still happened anyway. So while they trying to make light of the situation and lie and say that we gave a date, said the world's going to completely burn down and the churches was talking about some rapture, they failed to realize that something did happen. And while they are laughing at the calm before the storm, soon you shall see in the days that shall occur that the pneumatic fault lines are about to go off, and there will be a splitting. And there will also be a great volcano from Yellowstone. Let them have their moment.
Next 15 to 20 minutes. Los Angeles, San Diego, Chicago.
What?
New York City, Philadelphia, and Seattle.
Hey, look, they said they had their time, so look, you decide whatever you want to believe. But look, check this shit out right here, though. This is what you don't to your parents and stuff right here. This is funny as I had to put this in the comment, bro. Watch this.
Within a 300-mile radius of these areas.
I think so, Tribe.
Fallout shelter as soon as possible. Nuclear fallout is a byproduct of nuclear attacks, and prolonged exposure to it will
It's the Bibles under Denver, Tribe. You know.
certainly kill you. If a nearby area has been designated as a fallout shelter, get there right away. Otherwise, seek refuge on the lowest floor of the Sterling Building. The president will address predation on all radio and television stations shortly.
Why she on her legs like that, though?
This is emotional.
Oh my God. Nuclear strike will impact the government. Oh my God. In 9, 10 minutes, you're not going to have a You have to go to the basement. I told y'all, Mom. You told me to go to the basement. Come on. Why didn't you go give it during your highness? Let me get in the basement. What's going to go on now? What the? Whoa. Oh my God. This is, I don't know. Mom. Wow. Wow. We got to have a nuclear strike. Wow. Wow. We got to have a nuclear strike.
Wow. Optics high, folks. Optics high. Either the optics high, oh my, or these people are pulling a fucking.
Open your mouth. Look on the TV and the phone.
Do you buy bull, sir? Do you buy this bull? Possibly bull?
Yeah, we gotta go get them. We're gonna go get them. Dang, my man just left us. You ain't leave the dog.
Hey, mama, a real one. She went to go tell the neighbor. She went to go warn her friends. You feel me? See, look, put that in there. Humanity is still alive. You know, she was like, "Fuck it, missiles coming in. I'm still gonna go tell my folks. I'm still gonna go tell them." That's selfless right there. I rocks with that. That's beautiful.
Come on, Nola. Nola. It's a prank, y'all.
What the fuck?
Hey, look. Yo, hey, the internet is undefeated. Yo, do y'all know what that is right there? Y'all know what that is right there? That's crazy as hell. Like, let me see it in the chat. Let me see it in the chat. That look, man, undefeated, man. Undefeated. But I can't stand y'all sometimes. But look, check this out though. Check this out, yo. We got almost 13,000 people in here. Hey, what we at with the likes, man? Make sure we get almost 13,000 likes in this joint.
Yeah, let's get 13,000 likes in here, folks. All right.
This is absolutely
At least 1,300. Okay, 130 at the least.
free. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, smash that like button to show your support to the channel and stuff. I appreciate y'all rocking with me. You feel me? But look, really,
2020 works also. I'm grateful.
like I said though, really look up those patents. That's facts though, facts, and it's gonna lead you into our video. We're gonna continue the next couple of days though too, as well. But
I mean, look at his chat, Tribe.
make sure we get those likes up, man. I'm watching. I'm trying to see them likes come up real quick. You feel me? Like y'all stayed to the end of the video. I appreciate y'all. Y'all are amazing. But we're gonna lead into some other stuff that's going on with a whole nother sector of.
I should play this clip of him saying how he oh, there you go. I got 13 likes. There you go. Can't escape the 13. 13K, same shit, right? What was I looking for? Oh yeah, a link, a clip I clipped of him saying, man, what email account is it on? Basically him saying he's been on flights with high clearance, like high security military personnel. It's pretty interesting actually to hear, I have to admit. Let's see if I can find that.
Bullshit that we have to dive into, y'all, and hopefully old boy don't show up again talking about the mid because he don't want to look shit up for himself. You feel me? He probably hit the dislike button. That works too as well, nigga. Like that helps too. So people think when they hit the dislike like button that it does something? No, it don't. It actually helps too. So you better off just not saying shit. Don't comment nothing. If you don't like it, if you want, that's what people don't get about social media. I'm putting y'all on game. If you got a channel that you don't rock with, don't go put the dislike button down on the video. That's only gonna help the video. If you comment on the video, it's only gonna help the video. If you don't rock with somebody, you don't come to the channel at all, because that helps. You feel me? No matter what you do, how you feel. You feel? I'm putting y'all on game. If you really don't rock with somebody, leave them alone. But if you can't leave them alone, then that's a whole nother list of problems. You crazy as hell and you a stalker. At this point, you crazy as hell and you a stalker. But is the mathing on this? Did y'all see it? It's direct correlations to what we know to be true in life. You know, we seen the birth of a, you know, the life go into an egg. You see the light. They already documented that. Medical doctors have documented that. Scientists, everything, right? You seen the same thing that's happening with the sun and what they say about the sun and the moon when it does the eclipse. I'm just saying, it's right there in our face. It's right there in our face. I'm gonna show y'all the last little clip of this, and then we're gonna lead into the other stuff in the next couple of days, though.
What's a coincidence that you think about a lot?
I don't know what you would consider a lot, but I've thought about this every day for the past 2 years. In 1888, a man named Ingersoll Lockwood wrote a book called Baron Trump's Marvelous Underground Journey, where a 10-year-old boy named Baron Trump, who has a mentor named Don, who is a rich man who lives on Fifth Avenue in New York City, he and Don travel to Russia to find a portal to a magical underground world. The third book in the series is called 1900 or The Last President, where Don runs for president, gets elected. His mentor's name is Pence. There are protests and riots in the streets because he's not a politician. He's a rich man. He fixes the economy, and they mess with the election of 1900. And when he goes to plead his case, he is silenced by the Speaker of the House. There's a lot of coincidences right there. Also, I guess it's a coincidence that Ingersoll Lockwood lived in New York City at the same time as Nikola Tesla, who was working on time travel and teleportation and all sorts of craziness. When Nikola Tesla died in 1943, the FBI gave all of his unfinished research to John Trump, Donald Trump's uncle, who is the longest tenured professor at MIT. He was given, I believe, 38 trunks of information. He only gave 35 back, stating that it was all theoretical. Interesting. I guess it's also a coincidence that IngersollLockwood.com is owned by John McAfee, who tweeted that he had 31 terabytes of information on the government. And if they ever whacked him, he had a dead man. Oh, fuck. Anyway, John McAfee said that he had 31 terabytes of information on the government that was connected to a dead man switch in his Miami penthouse. Less than 12 hours after he was found dead in his cell in France, a building in Miami just mysteriously just fell down. That's a coincidence, right? I haven't even talked about Back to the Future yet, but John Trump died in 1985, which is the same year as Back to the Future came out. In Back to the Future 3, the doc writes a letter from 1885 to 1955 to let Marty know where he is in time. Could these books be a message to somebody from 1885 into the future? As long as we're talking about Back to the Future, in the first movie, Marty shows up at the Twin Pine Mall at exactly 1:16 a.m. You turn that upside down, that's 9/11. When he comes back from the past, it is now Lone Pine Mall. Twin Towers, and now we have the One World Trade Center. Coincidence.
That's 61. Appreciate you.
Sure, it's nothing. And yeah, I've spent a little bit of time researching this coincidence.
Wow, is this
I
real?
still got nothing. I don't know. Time travel is probably real. Like, time travel exists now. Like, yep.
Yeah, so here's that clip that I was talking about. Check this one out.
Gotta watch some bullshit. But hey, some people in the game, some people get hip and they can kind of see things. But I've traveled the world. I've seen these things in person. I've been in all of these different countries and stuff like that. I've traveled with the, you know, the government at the highest level with the president, vice president, secretary of state and defense and stuff like that. I've been on the planes with these people. I've been on the missions with these people. I've done these things. I've seen different things from different perspectives.
Optics
You know,
high.
I get out here in the world, but you know, I'm trying to give y'all everything that I got on here, and least y'all can do is
One more time.
gotta watch some bullshit. But hey, some people in the game, some people get hip and they can kind of see things. But I've traveled the world. I've seen these things in person. I've been in all of these different countries and stuff like that. I've traveled with the, you know, the government at the highest level with the president, vice president, secretary of state and defense and stuff like that. I've been on the planes with these people. I've been on the missions with these people. I've done these things. I've seen different things from different perspectives. You know, you gotta get out here in the world, but you know, I'm trying to give y'all everything that I got on here, and least y'all can do is gotta watch some bullshit.
Optics high, folks. Okay, it's the point of the clip there. But I think I'm gonna shut it down a little bit. I've had enough. I've had enough. Optics are fucking bizarre.
But look, what the comment just say right there? He said, rabbit holes lead you away from God. I mean, some people have different belief systems. We're not here to push your.
They don't want you carrying one, but it's not illegal. This new military-grade
religion or what you believe on other people. We're just here to have conversations, and that's how we do it over here. So I'm not judging you, but I'm just trying to tell you. Appreciate you, Tasha. I'm just letting you know that, you know, some people don't want to hear that shit. I'm just gonna be straight up with you. Some people don't want to hear that shit. It just is what it is. You gotta, you know, you just gotta be respectful of everybody in their belief system. If they're gonna come and they're gonna believe in God, then that's what they're gonna do. You know, but we can't tell people what to do. We can't tell people what to believe either. We can just have dope discussions, and that's how we vibe over here. So we ain't gonna do that. You know, let's not do that to other people. But look, everybody, and then like on top of that, look, like I always say too, most people, you're talking about the same thing. You're talking about the same person. You know, at the end of the day, everybody's talking about the same thing, but in different ways. They just got a different name for it. So it is what it is. A lot of these stories have been perverted, changed through time, and they want you to believe certain things. You know. New to the channel. I appreciate you. I can't say your name, but I appreciate you. But yeah, man, we can't do that, man. We ain't here to shit on people and about their religions and shit, bro. Like, and try to make it seem like your God is higher than somebody else's, whatever you want to call them. You know, a lot of people call their God source. It is what it is, man. That's what's wrong with, you know. I don't want to get into it. I don't want to get into it because, yeah, I want to stay out of that. It gets real dirty. It gets real dirty. People get in their feelings and shit. Start gang banging over God and shit, you know. But look, yeah, make sure y'all smash that like button, man. Make sure y'all smash that like button so, you know, we can keep these videos on track so y'all keep getting these notifications. If you don't smash the like button, you can get the notifications when the video drop either. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to be late to the party, you know. But it shows, like, how well you interact with the channel. If you don't interact with the channel, they're not going to send you the notifications that you want. You know? But yeah, like I'm saying, I'm a person.
All right, y'all. It's about that time. But again, just to remind, where's this at? Do I even have this open? That's the question. Let me see here. I already showed it last night on the on Pineal Power on the stream. Let me see though. No, that's not correct. That's not correct. Hold on a second here. There we go. That's what it is. Come on, man. There we go. So again, it just so happened that the CERN, well, it just so happens that I hit 666 subs on Eclipse Day after I was pointing out that it was 6 years, 6 months, 6 weeks, and 6 days after the last total solar eclipse. Again, that's 666 subs on Pineal Power. There you go. Whoops. All right, I made it too big. You get the point. I also had 606 views on the prior stream. Just some synchronicities, of course. Let me see something before I shut down. Praise God. Holy, holy. Yeah, but just the fact that the CERN guy dies while CERN supposedly fired up, and Apep being the serpent deity of chaos at war with Ra, the sun god, and they shot up the Apep rocket. And something I thought was interesting is how, again, it was the 120th anniversary of Aleister Crowley summoning Aiwass, and he was in Cairo, Egypt, but he was in Cairo, Illinois. 133-hour walk to the CERN Fermilab, also in Illinois. So Illinois, whatever. So there's 133 number kept repeating, like how the Black Swan movie debuted exactly 13 years and 31 weeks prior to the eclipse. And the eclipse was also 33 years, 33 months, 33 weeks, 33 days after Black Monday. So, coincidence on top of coincidence, folks. What do you think? Total number of letters in the book of Revelation, 48,240, like the eclipse date, 4824. 2017, the last eclipse year, times 2024, this year, 4082408, like 40824, again. You could even add the little infinity symbol with the 0 around it to make it exact. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. Scripted realm, some might say. Higgs passing was a marketing move, so you don't notice the soft reset. Yeah, well, anyway, it's been real. I hope you all have a great night. I'll see y'all soon. You know it to be true. And just do it. Just do it, folks. All right? You're having trouble playing the audio? Come on, man. All right, we'll go out with Ted Kaczynski then. We'll go out how we came in. No pun intended. Yeah, I'm out of here. I was trying to shut it down before 3 hours, but we're just over. What are you going to do? The optics are extremely fucking ridiculously high. So, yeah, if you guys hadn't seen this one, you can go to the stream on Pineal Power. I would drop the link, but I'm too lazy and tired at this moment in time. With that being said, I bid you farewell and adieu. I bid you adieu. What does that even mean? I bid you adieu. I bid you adieu. Oh yeah, and Monday, April 8th, 2024 equals 666 also. How does all this happen unless we're in some scripted matrix system of some sort, or unless there's like the HAL what is it? HAL 5000 and 2001: A Space Odyssey in the crust of the earth, or maybe it's CERN, or maybe it's fucking DARPA, or maybe it's all of the above and more. I tend to think that's the case. All of the above and much more. But yeah, it's sacrifice season, March and April, allegedly. So be on the lookout. There's already stuff popping off I didn't even cover in this stream. Like something that popped off in Vegas, something that popped off in Philly. So, you know, more bang bang rituals, more probably bomb rituals, more World War III nonsense, and shit show charades for maximum profit. Yeah. Oh, yeah, and again, the Comet 12P, Ponsbrook means bridge. It's called the Ponsbrook. Sorry, Pons means bridge, like in the brain, the region in the brain. Again, I think it has something to do with, they're trying to symbolize in relation to the people who took the treatments and the processes that they're seeing and going through right now and experiencing. So let's hope that the good ones took a saline, because I don't wish bad ultimately on anybody, except like the truly evil, you know what I mean? Pedo Pogos out there, of course. Like if Bin Laden was really the guy that they paint him out to be, then of course, you know, him. If he wasn't actually just Osama and like a Obama, rather, sorry, Barack Osama. All right, I'm getting the hell out of here. 3 hours and 3 minutes seems appropriate since I am a 33rd degree Mason. I'm joking. I'm joking. You're gonna have to fact check me now. All right, they're gonna cut that out. I'm out of here, folks. I love y'all. Peace and blessings. Haha, salute. Salute. Ha 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 ha.